And I have to stop saying and we're live at every fucking broadcast I do. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lloyd, and welcome to another blind shot where we play Adventures of Sherwood, Robin Hood Adventures in Sherwood. I have to actually look the title up. I'm not sure what it's called. Robin Hood Adventures in Sherwood with my 4 homies here, or 5 homies here. And if you all like to introduce yourselves and your characters, I would like you to start first, John.
Hi, I'm John from Red Dice Diaries, and I'm playing Guthir of Kinning, who once was a king's headsman. However, he's now retired, and he lives in a small cottage in the woods where he's pretty much self-sufficient. But he's just started to miss the social aspect of living in a town. He's starting to have a look at the world outside his home again.
Thank you very much. Next up on the list, Ian.
Hi, everyone. Tonight I will be playing Friar Bernard, who is a young friar, new to the friary. His particular skill, as he's found out, is in making wine and brewing beer. However, he's looking and longing at the woods, at nature. He likes going on its excursions in the forest. And that's me.
Awesome. Dan?
Hey, so I'm playing Garrick Somerville, who is not as broody as he looks, and he spends his time between hunting and falconing on the edges of town and drinking away any of his profits in local taverns.
Awesome sauce. Next up, Sam.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Luther the Tall. I am as broody as Garrick looks, and I'm a disgraced, dishonoured archer from the local peasant levy who is just trying to get by.
Excellent. And finally, Hannah.
I'm playing Osrid, the Wandering Bard, who has quite a hero worship thing going for Robin Hood, and he's trying to spread his legend and encourage others to follow his example.
Awesome sauce. All right, so that's the entire party put down. We're going to start the game through and go through everything else. Now remember, guys, we're using Dice Stream for the rolls, so feel free to do it and clear it after you're done, which is the clear button. I'm using that for Sam's benefit because Sam's not used Dice Stream before. And remember that you need your extra D6 in front of you for your hood die. That's my boys. All right, let's start from the top. We should probably start as we mean to go on. So, Luther the Tall, what do you do to like in the evenings to keep yourself busy?
I huddle around a campfire, brooding over the fact that I've been dishonoured. That's every night.
That is every night. All right, so let's say, for example, I forgot to say the setting. So this is taking place in the New Forest, but this is a different version of New Forest, so we'll just pretend it's the New Forest, but Sherwood New Forest. It's no one remembers it. It's fine. It's fine. Cool. Shut up. Around the lovely little town of Brockenhurst, that is where all 5 of you have made your home. You, specifically, Luther the Tall, are sitting by one of the campfires just outside on the outskirts of the town, trying to keep yourself warm from a horrible, horrible cold day. You're lonely, it's quiet, it's not the best of locations, but you're doing what you can with what you've got. And you're sitting by the fire, you're huddled next to it, and you're keeping your hand warm, and you're trying to basically heat up your body and keep yourself all cool like that. You are sitting down enjoying the fire as best as you can as you hear footsteps coming towards it from the side of the town heading in. You can make about maybe 12 people.
Oh shit!
Marching forward.
I'm careful, so I'll have my bow nearby. I think. I want to try and duck behind a tree, out of the way of the campfire lights, just to get a better look on who they are.
That probably is a good idea. Why don't you make me a roll for that? Now, when there's no like opposing force, you just roll to a base difficulty. Difficulty is only 2 successes. That's all you need to do. So, first up, compile your dice.
Can I get scout?
Yep.
Careful?
Yep.
Maybe disciplined.
Disciplined. Thanks for that one. Yeah, definitely.
Nice. Go for it.
All right.
That's 2 successes. And now roll your hood die, because that's going to determine what happens.
All right, I got a 3 for that.
Right, since the 3 and there's no 3 rolls, nothing happens. So you quietly move on back towards one of the trees. You step away. Do you turn off the campfire before you go? It would look really suspicious if you did.
No. Oh, I don't think I've got time, have I?
No, not really, no. So you move away from the campfire, you go onto the tree, and then you notice that the men marching are marching in sets of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. And there's a final man standing somewhere within them. He's wearing fairly good-looking armor. It looks incredibly well, not well designed, but just well placed. It's fairly decent armor. He sort of bops on in, and he comes on, and he sort of goes, halt! I lifts up his hand, and he looks about. It's the first time he takes off his, he's wearing this leather cap that he slowly lifts up. And you can see as he lifts it up, he's got a scar running from this side of his face all the way down his nose and along the side of his mouth. And he looks about carefully and he goes, this campfire has no one around it. Did you not think it was suspicious? One of the guardsmen sort of walks up to him and is sort of in and ahhing and whatever. And he goes, shh. And he looks about carefully. But he says nothing. He goes, we must hurry. We have places to be. She will not be keeping us waiting. He puts his hood back on, and then he marches off quietly. They follow him as well along throughout the night.
Wow. Wow.
We're going to jump off from you from this moment, and we're going to jump all the way across to the next day, pretty much around morning time. Friar Bernard. Friar Bernard.
Yes, sir.
Ian. It is early morning prayer time. The sun is rising, and it's a great time to sit down and pray. Fasting has just ended. So if you know what that means, you know exactly what that means. It means it's time to get drunk and get crunk. Am I right?
Not exactly.
Wait, what? Why not? Why are you not getting drunk? Sun's up. Okay, fine. But on the other side,
drunk.
You have been keeping. Sorry, what's that?
Not getting drunk.
Okay, fine. Don't get drunk. God, take away my one thing. Take away my fun. You've been keeping an eye on a special brew that you've been making up, in your cellars, and you are. And as the scene starts, you're heading down to see how everything's made and everything's kept up. The barrels are sitting there waiting for you to seal as well, all with the wax you've placed on it. They've all got your 10 little seal of approval. You can sign it I don't know, FB or some shit. I don't know. Fucking do whatever you want. Placed down as hard as you can. It's just basically waiting for you. As you come down, you also can see, as you're coming down, you can hear a whole bunch of people walking across and coming basically down to the cellars where you are.
Oh, that's rather unusual. I shall have to investigate because I am that way inclined. Rather curious as to what's going on.
As you're going down towards. Oh, hold on, I gotta look something up. Hold on a second. Don't move. Wait. I just gotta see something quickly. Won't take long. Oh my god, stop snoring. Just gonna see button. Just gonna push a button quickly. All right. So as you're waiting down, you notice that the man in charge of the whole area. Well, the man in charge of the area. What's his name again? Gotta find it quickly. Bishop Powell is walking down along with maybe 4 men, and they're all coming down to the cellar where you are, in a super hurry.
I shall rush around, clearing out any barrels or any debris that's obscuring their way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Actually, that'll affect how they behave to you. Why don't you give me a roll for that? It's a good time to test the rolls out too.
How they behave to me.
Difficulty's only 2 again. It's not that hard, but you gotta clear some shit out of the way fast and make it look nice. It's a bit of a mess. Make me a roll. Oh, I almost forgot. Sam, put up your careful up by 1 die
Okay.
for that scene.
Cool.
All right, so Ian, make
Could
me
be
a
playing 2d8 there, do you think?
2d8. Why 2d8?
I was going for the fact that I'm a friar. And this is
Okay, I'll give you that.
this is a friar, and plus, even more importantly, this is the vintnery, which is where I live. So this has got to be spick and span, and it reflects upon me if it's dirty. So
No
it's
point.
got
You
to
can
be
only
that.
use 1 skill or 1 profession per roll. You can't use 2.
Okay. I am nimble, so I can do it quickly.
I'll give it to you. Would you say you're afraid?
Oh crap! Yeah, absolutely.
All right, roll the dice.
Just as a quick point of interest, can you use? You said you can only use 1 skill. Can you use more than 1 virtue?
Nope, only 1 virtue, 1
So
trait.
1 per category. Right, cool.
1 per category. You can spend a point of pluck to use another if you need to.
5, 6, 7, and
Oh, but you're 5. Fucking your side. Roll your hood die.
oh, it's a 5, which
It's a
is
5,
all right.
that's a
because I
sheriff.
don't
But,
have a fail.
oh wait, no,
Ah.
because I can also I don't have to use as a minus. I can also use it against you in a way. So you sort of come on in and you neat the whole place up. And Cardinal Palmer walks in. He just struts inside the area and he takes a step forward and he's like, "Friar Bernard." This is like he nods his head at how clean this area is, and then he looks at you and then he goes, "Friar Bernard, come here now. Come hither."
Yes, yes, Bishop, sir.
Tomorrow, Friar Bernard, we're expecting a very important guest, and I need you to make sure that there is enough wine to go around for everyone.
Oh, yes, absolutely. How many guests in total, sir?
We are looking at 100 guests.
100 guests.
100 guests. Prepare the browser you've kept in the back, get them all open, get them fresh, get them all taped out. Prepare the new set to go because right afterwards, in a week's time, we're spending a few more, and I want to show that the other ones are fermented as well. Can you do that?
Yes, yes.
I expect this to be done by the end of the day. Is that clear?
Yes, your bishopness.
Excellent. He looks at his face, goes, "Come, we must leave." And then he gathers everyone up and he basically just walks straight out.
Okay. Bernard spins around, does a 360, looks around, looks at the barrels, the inadequate number of barrels, and then starts rushing around to find enough for 100 guests.
You do not have enough. There is nowhere near enough wood in the first place to start things up, and then you're gonna need to go find someone who can get some wood super fast and super now.
Okay. As soon as I realise that, hitch up my skirts, and away I go.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So you're rushing off to try and find a woodcutter. There is one actually nearby. You know him quite well. It's Guthrie. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Quiet
yes.
man. He won't do much of else.
Guth, my friend Guth. Oh, lifesaver.
I know. What a cool guy. Doesn't fuck around for anyone. All right. Dan, Sam, Garrick, and Luther. Oh, wait, hold on. No, not Sam. I meant Hannah. My bad. One character. I apologize. This is wrong. Garrick, Osred. It is not exactly, you're not exactly the best of friends. You're not exactly the best of enemies either. But one can sing and one can act. And that's usually what you only need to do in whole nutshell. You've been wandering through this forest quite lost for quite a while, Osred, in your attempt to hopefully find out if there were any other merry men nearby that can sort of pseudo help you. You found one. He's a falconer that lives on the very far edges. And that's pretty much all that he does. And now he's hopefully going to show you how to get back to Brockenworth where normal people are. You are well and truly far off the beaten path. Garrick, where did this bard come from? You don't even know. You are out doing your business, sorting things out, doing whatever it is falconers do in the middle of a forest. I don't actually know from the top of my head. And then the next thing you know, you run into someone with a flute, playing it very merrily and being all happy. It's disturbing. It's keeping the birds away. They need to fucking go. They need to go now. So you're leading them back to Brockenworth, to where they hopefully just get back to town and be fairly safe.
So, what's this Brockenworth like? Busy?
It's busy enough, really. You got some markets, you got some taverns and stuff like that. There's not that much commerce around here. People just keep to themselves, hunting and farming and what have you.
I'll be eyeing up the wings on your falcon, trying to determine whether the feathers are any good for quills and whether or not I can nick a couple.
You, like the look of Orla, do you? She's a beaut, and like he rubs his like the broad end of his hand down, and she Orla stands for the Golden Queen. She's like quite radiant, so those feathers are probably exactly up your alley.
Fancy quills.
She drops a feather or two now and again. You might get lucky.
As you two are wandering through the forest together, sort of keeping your eye together and kind of just making it onwards, there's a sound that picks you up. For you, Hannah, what's called Osred, it's not something that you're fairly used to. For you, Garrick, it's sound that you've heard far too much of other areas. There is a sound of a battle happening nearby.
Huh. Looks like you might have something to sing about.
What's going on? Who's fighting?
Well, my ears might be good, but I can't tell who's fighting just from the sound of the battle. We could go take a look.
Let's do it.
Excellent.
How are you intending to take a look?
I was going to sort of throw Orla into the air and then go towards the sound of battle. I think it should be sneakily for now, at least. Can I either apply like Falconer or Survival, or and then
I'll use
nimble?
Falconer because you have to be quiet to track the animals you're looking for. Now, here's how helping die works. It's not specifically stated in there, but I'm assuming it works the same way that's for other games. Osrid, you can give one of your skill die to him to roll as an aid to his roll.
Okay.
So, archery, healing, charm, scribe, or bard, whichever one you think will help him sneak around better, you can give it to him as a roll.
I don't know, probably bard. If only because it's
sneaky?
like, well, I was thinking more of the certain parts of performances where you have to be sneaky. Where you have to like duck in and out around the back of the audience without him knowing, that kind of thing.
That's okay, fine. I'll justify it. Yeah, go on, give him a D8.
It's the only one that I could see that I could put any applicable turn to.
I'll
really.
give it to you. All right, so you get a D8 extra, Dan, for Garrick.
Okay. Can I take Nimble as well? Great.
Yeah, I'll give you Nimble.
So the only thing I haven't put in is a virtue or a vice, and I'm not sure any of them are particularly relevant. But
Not in this case, no.
3d8 should be plenty, right?
Yep, difficulty is only 3. You should be fine.
What could go wrong, man?
What could go wrong? Don't forget your hood die.
Oh, there's a,
And don't roll a 5
I
on it.
hope you get a 2 on your hood dice and you're laughing.
yeah. Does my equipment play any part? Like the fact that I'm hooded and hatted and cloaked and booted and all of that?
Is it good cloak or a good hat or a good boot or a good? No, just no. Doesn't help at all. But I rolled a hood die.
I did. Unfortunately, I rolled a 3 on the hood die, which is not what I was after.
All right. You come all the way through to basically what basically looks like a caravan, a fairly large caravan. You can make up, but maybe like 6 horses with 3 carriages parked in between each other. And the horses have been struck with arrows and are dying. And the people inside the caravans are like carriages, Lloyd. The carriages, not caravans, Lloyd. What's wrong with you? Are like open the doors and fighting off people as best as they can. But this is a losing battle. Nothing you can do about it. It's just absolutely falling apart. Both of you sneak on in carefully, peek your head around the bush, and you can see the battle is just going insane. All these people are getting horribly murdered.
So,
However,
what kind of people is it that are in the carriages, and what kind of people is it that are attacking them?
Yeah, well, again to that, people in the carriages look like fairly noble folk. Some noble folk, some fairly looking guards. You can't see any heraldry signias yet. Not around anyway. But you can make out that these people must be of some level of importance. The people who are robbing them, there's maybe like 10 people that you can make out. All of them are wearing nondescript clothing. Looks like just general everyday bandits. But that's not really your concern. Because as both of you peek your head over the bushes and look over to the side, you make out this woman running towards you. She trips up over. She falls directly in front of you. She looks at both of you. She looks behind her, and then she bolts past as fast as she can. The reason why she bolts past is about 5 men are running after her. What do you two do?
I'm tempted to shoot him.
You can shoot one, but then you'd have to worry about the other 4. You think you can handle the odds?
No. Well, it depends how mooks work in this game system, to be honest. But anyway,
I want to see what you guys want to do first.
I'm a bard. I'm supposed to be short-lived. Let's fucking shoot him.
Going for a shoot. What about you, Falconer?
Well, I probably would have been eyeing the bard to see how likely they were going to be good in combat, but if they're just getting straight to it and doing the heroic
Although I
thing,
am supposed to be impartial. I hadn't noticed that. 5 against 1, though. Fuck it.
so yeah, I'd probably see them stringing their bow and getting ready to fire, and then probably sort of shrug and then join them. But I'm probably like a good 10 feet back from them.
You're like, I'm gonna shoot over here. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'll be okay.
All right. Okay, so combat encounter works like this. Don't worry, guys. I will be pulling you all in at this point in time, but I'm just getting everyone at the right location. Point of combat starts up. You decide who goes first. I decide who goes first. I think you want to shoot them. They're running towards you. You get 1 arrow out on one of them before they do anything else. This is how mooks work. I roll a D4 for low-level mooks, a D6 for decent-level mooks, and D8 for hardcore mooks. Whatever I roll the number is, that number of successes is what you have to beat.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's how you get to them. So these guys are fairly low level. There's 5 of them, but they're just like, bah! They're not taking any payments or anything else. So compile your die. Do you want to shoot?
Yeah. So I'll be using
Yes.
archery. Keen-eyed. That's a D8, is it? Yeah. And my good bow. What does the good bow
D6.
give me? That's an extra
D6.
D6, is it? Cool. So
You have to beat a success of 3.
2D6 and a D8.
Don't forget your die.
And I got a 4 on the Robin Hood die.
Excellent. 4 has been married. That's an extra success. So you got a 3. You got 3, 3, and 4. So that's 1 success, right?
Okay.
And I got 3 successes. So you aim your bow, you shoot, and it goes way wide. You're just like, oh shit! You don't really concentrate, and it goes way wide off. Who goes next?
Me, I guess. I'll try shoot them the same.
Go for it.
So I have archery, I have keen-eyed, I have the good bow.
Mhm.
Can I? We're rescuing a woman who's being attacked in the woods. Would you consider that courageous and/or generous?
Neither, because you're not really trying to take care of her. She's running away. You're just shooting the guy coming towards you.
Okay. Is that self-indulgent?
I'll give it to you anyway. I'll be nice. I'd say you can get courageous.
Oh, bless you. So that's 2d6s and 2d8s.
You have to beat 4 successes.
Oh, yeah.
Believe in that hood die.
And so I have to beat a 4, and is that 3 successes there and 1 failure
Yep.
as it stands? Well, that's I've drawn because I've also rolled Maid Marian.
Excellent. When you draw in combat, there's an extra rule that kicks in, aka you clash. So you aim your bow for the guy. He sees you aiming the bow. He draws a dagger, and there's a moment where the move pauses. Now, you have a choice. If you go to the extra rule stuff of what you want to do, you can either make a swashbuckling move, aka you can gain a point of pluck or overcome me. Overcome will do something special in the list, which I really should fill out soon. You can engage in witty banter, which will give you a d6 to the next roll. You can anticipate my treachery as to what I'm going to do. And if you're right, you will block my move and I can't hurt you. Or you can just beat me the fuck down. You basically go, fuck it, and then shoot at my leg, hit my leg, and I'll trip over. I also have the same list on the right side. And we pick in secret. So pick one, I'll pick one, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay. I have chosen. I don't know what you want me to do with the.
No, just tell me. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I am doing a dastardly move. What are you doing?
I'm swashbuckling, so.
You're swashbuckling. So we exchange blows.
Okay.
So he throws his dagger at you, basically, and hits you in your shoulder. Do you have armor?
No, because I'm wearing this horsehair stuff.
Oh, excellent. Take 1 wound.
Excellent. So
And
that
you
armor that I bought would have come in real handy.
Yeah, right about now. And you shoot him. It hits him in the chest. 1 wound, he dies. Only 4 guys left. When you take a wound, you have a -3 dice step per wound to every roll you make.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't fuck around this
Damn.
game. Don't fuck around this game. But don't worry, guys. You got pluck. Pluck can help with that.
How do you regain pluck?
Or wounds.
You regain pluck by making swashbuckling moves or basically adding something cool to the scene.
Sweet.
And
You also can if you beat your roll or you describe something nice during combat, you get something called a swashbuckling move, and you can use swashbuckling and pluck to replace each other.
how do I get the wound back that has now crippled me?
Yeah, what about later? In the middle of combat, you'll be fine. I believe in you.
How many wounds do we have?
You get 3 wounds, and then shit starts to get real after that.
Right.
You can always
It's
patch each
pretty
other up,
real
by the way.
when you're on -3 dice already.
Not -3 dice step, not -3 dice. Very different.
So like one
Right.
of my D8s become a D2. Or-
No, you go as far as D4, and then it disappears.
So it's basically countering one of my dice.
Pretty much. Or you can spread it out. You can spread out the minus between all the dice.
Right.
All right, so the 4 men are there. They're going to reach you this turn. I'm going to say 2 of them can get an attack on both of you because they weren't expecting you to be there. And the other 2 are going to run past you to go after the lady.
Okay.
So, Dan, I'm rolling against you first.
How do I set my difficulty against you?
Same way you do as making a difficulty pool.
Okay, so can I have drawn my sword in the time that they got to me?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so I have a D6 sword play. I have,
Mm-hmm.
because of the getting rid of the armor thing, and we're not including the horse. I've got a good sword with me because it was just the simplest option. So I have a D6 from having a good sword, maybe.
Yep.
I am nimble, confident, keen-eyed. I don't know if one of those applies. Maybe I can be.
You tell me how it
confident
applies in the
positively.
scene. It's your character.
Okay, I would like to be confident that I can take on 2 people, otherwise we wouldn't have started this fight.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
And taking on these people again, is it vigorous, courageous, or boastful?
Dan, it's up to you.
Okay. I'm going to be boastful. Dueling
Excellent.
2 people
Roll
at
it.
the same time. Okay, so that's a D8, D8, a D6, and D6, and one of those is destroyed. So it's
-3. So you can spread it along. So you can have your D8 become D6, and that D8 become D6, and the D6 become D4.
I would rather just get rid of 1 dice. And then
That's
do
fair. You
D6
also have something
D4s.
called stunts. If you make it
Okay.
up, it gets stronger as you go along.
Okay. How do I stunt?
You basically say what your stunt is,
Oh,
you describe it, and then you write it down.
okay, very well. Is it possible that I could have all my falcon to like dive bomb them, which they weren't expecting?
Yeah, fucking do it right there. Falcon dive bomb.
Okay. So that's 2d4 extra.
Yep.
Okay.
And you have to be a difficulty 4.
Oh, well, that's currently 3.
Believe in yourself.
I got a 6, so I can choose 2s to be successes, and everything succeeds.
Yes. Describe it.
So the 2 people like run by after that girl, and the other 2 step for the bard, and I don't know how he is in a combat situation, so I step for.
Mhm.
Is it she?
Doesn't matter.
I don't. Osrid is very difficult to gender specific.
You
So
It
Gender
was off a
neutral.
female name list, but with
Okay.
games like this, I quite often play the Kate Short for Bob sort of character.
right,
It
okay.
doesn't really matter. It's just easier.
Well, I don't know how good the bard is going to be in combat, so I step forward and I whistle, which Orla knows where I am, and as I engage, I'm about to engage them from the front, and they're expecting me. They then get harassed by a falcon from behind. So, giving that moment that they turn away, I then strike with my family heirloom sword.
Okay, so 2 interesting just happened, right? 1, that was so cool. I am giving you a swashbuckling momentum point that you can
Yay.
use as pluck. Now,
Okay.
if you look at the pluck spends, one of them is counterattack.
I think you've just given it to Ian, but okay.
Oh shit, one character. Ah, fuck. Sorry, Ian. I didn't mean to.
He's
Ian, you
doing
have
really
to-
good at his party organizing.
Shut up. If you look at the extra rules, you have counterattack under one of them. If you spend your swashbuckling on that, because swashbuckling on that, you can turn it into a counterattack and hit him instead.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah, sure. I will
Sounds
spend
good.
it for that.
Because that's how you described it to me. All right, so with your destruction, he's distracted by the falcon. You run him through the sword. You pull it out. You're like, yeah! Swinging on. And next up, Osrid, you're about to be struck from behind by people.
From behind.
Well, not from behind.
Okay.
You know what I mean. They're coming towards you. And I rolled a 4 again. I don't know how this keeps happening.
Okay, so they're coming straight after me. There's
Yeah.
4. There's 2 of them, aren't there? This stunt malarkey sounds quite good. I have learned one trick with my bow where I can do several shots in quick succession,
I like rapid fire.
and therefore I managed to get off one more shot before they actually hit me. I can't
I think
see me
you're
being
right,
able to
but-
run from this point.
That's probably true. However, if you're described as a shot, you have to succeed your defense, and I would suggest you pay the plucky point to
Okay.
make a counter attack as well. So
Okay.
make the roll.
So, what am I rolling? So I get 2.
That's a
You're
character.
spending your pluck to do it as a counter attack.
Yeah.
In which case, it's whatever your dice pool would be for your counter attack.
And what would that be?
So
How do I
you're
work
shooting with a
that
bow,
out?
aren't you? So you've got
Yeah, so-
archery.
Archery. This is quite a self-indulgent thing to do. I think I'm just standing my ground when I'm blatantly going to get steamrolled in the next
Do it.
move.
D6,
Um,
D6.
This is more nimble than keen-eyed, I think. It's the same dice, but anyway.
Do it.
That's 6, a 6, an 8, and then 2d4 for the stunt, which I will call fast shot.
I love it.
Because by this point, it doesn't really matter where the bow actually shoots. Because they're so close. It doesn't matter how much I aim. It's just getting a second arrow out before they hit me.
Sounds awesome to me. All right, make the roll. Beat 4.
Okay. Oh, and that's a 6. Robin Hood dice.
All right, so you also.
So I make the 3s into successes.
Oh wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
And that makes 4, yeah?
So you have to pick a move from the list. Either swashbuckling, witty banter, anticipate treachery, or just knock me prone. Let me write what I'm going to do.
Pick one and don't say what it is.
Right, I'm ready.
Okay. I'm going to go for beatdown.
Excellent. They went for anticipate theatrics. So they come in with their swords. They see you get the bow ready, and they're like, "Oh, she's gonna shoot. I'm ready for it. She's gonna shoot." But instead of you like shooting them straight away, you sort of like just pelt them with multiple arrows, and it bounces off their armor, and they're not expecting a shit ton of like arrows to come to their chest. So they slip up, and both of them slide on the floor, and they're knocked prone.
Quality.
Which gives you a bonus to attack them. Now, that's that turnover. Before we start the new turn, Guthier. Living at the edge of the forest, of the new forest, is boring as hell, and you need a break. You just want to take a moment, relax, see the sights, see the sounds, get to know each other better.
I've probably been I've been chopping wood all morning, and after like a couple of hours of just like chopping wood, I've got a huge pile of it next to my house, and I'm just like looking at the big axe I'm carrying, remembering what I used to use it for, and then like looking at this pile of wood and being like, oh, is this really it for another day, just chopping wood out in the middle of the forest?
Now, here comes the interesting thing, because as you're there, you can hear someone approaching. They are moving fairly fast, and it kind of sparkles you a little. And you turn your head to see the man who had been chasing his way out to get the wood of you, Friar Bernard, turn up. Bernard, turn up from one side of the road towards where you are. Bernard, are you there?
Yes, Guth.
Ah, Bernard, my boy! What brings you to this neck of the woods?
I need wood.
Take a breath, man. Take a breath.
I need wood. Fast. I'll have a look at the pile of wood. Excellent. My saviour.
Of course, if you need some wood, my young friend, you are more than welcome. I have plenty here. After all, it's not like there's a shortage of it.
Yeah, that's true. It's.
As you say that, there's a rustle of someone else running towards you.
I'm just going to be sort of leaning on my axe. I was just looking that direction, thinking, oh, maybe like Bernard's brought one of the other friars with him.
And as you do it, and a woman runs in. She's wearing fairly normal-looking noble clothing. Like, not very nice looking, just normal-looking noble clothing. She bursts in. She's out of breath. She's running out. She runs up towards you, and she trips over one of the wood stacks. And then she falls flat on her face. She doesn't get up.
Given that I used to work for the nobility when I was a headsman, and I know the heraldry and stuff like that, do I recognize this woman at all?
She has not got any heraldry on her, so no, you do not. She's wearing nothing but plain clothes. And besides, that's not your main concern, because following almost directly behind her, 2 men bust through from the forest, looking around. One of them holding a bow, 2 of them holding like weaponry. They look about, they see the woman, they see you, they start to charge towards her.
Steady on there, gentlemen. Is there a problem?
None of your business, woodcutter. Get out of my way.
At which point I'm gonna reach inside one of the pouches on my waist. I'm gonna take out my official warrant, and I'm just gonna say, well, gentlemen, I was the headsman to the king for 10 years. If there's a crime been committed, of course I want to know about it.
Now, the problem, however, in this scene is that they wouldn't I'd give you a roll, but I can't because they'd look at that, they look at it, they'd look at him, they'd look at you, they'd look you up and down, and then they look over and they go, "They said no witnesses." There's a tense moment where nothing happens for a second.
Gentlemen, won't you just come and sit down and have a drink out of my large flagon of ale here?
He starts to approach you quietly. Do you do anything specific?
I'm going to put my foot against like the little wooden sort of like X that's holding the barrel up.
Okay. When he gets close enough and he thinks he can get away with it, he attempts to draw a dagger from his sleeve to try and stab you with it.
Okay. As soon as he starts drawing the dagger, my plan is with just like a poke of my toe, I'm going to knock the axe away so like the barrel will fall down and it'll get shaken up. Then my plan is just to swing my axe, chopping the top off this now like gushing like ale, which will basically like out into him.
I love it. Gain a swashbuckling momentum for that and roll. And he is a normal everyday move. Sam, I'm almost to you. Don't worry. I love you. I swear.
That's fine. My computer keeps crashing.
Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know why.
Thanks.
Of course, against fucking John, I roll a 1. Hang on. I believe in you guys.
I'd also like to make the using sort of improvised weaponry as a stunt of mine if I can.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. And that's a 5 on my hood dice.
Wow, that is a failure of epic proportions. I do apologize.
Oh, obviously I couldn't just bring myself to spill all that ale.
No,
I was planning on drinking
like,
that later on tonight, and I'm like, I've been on for me and Bernard. If he's left all his wine at the fucking friary, what am I going to do?
the bad news is you don't catch him by surprise. He sees it there. He doesn't react to the bus stop. You swing it, and it just trickles, and you're kind of disappointed because you thought this was Bernard's great ale keg moment. This is the bit where you're supposed to have a whole bunch of it.
I've been waiting to open that for like a year and a half, and all I get is...
I know, it's the disappointment in the face, but it doesn't stop him from stabbing you with the dagger. Take one wound.
Do I not get to roll a defense against that? Or
no, that was the defense.
Oh, right, okay, cool. Okay.
All right, so you can pick who goes next.
Ian. Fry Bernard.
Okay.
Man, look at the mean business.
Yeah, it's a woman. I'm sure Guth can handle the men. I'll go over and see if the woman's all right. Are you okay, my lady?
She's down, like basically looking up at you. She's barely conscious, and she's like, "Sir Dave," and then she passes out in your arms. You can drag her away as far as you can, which means the men won't be able to attack you or her this turn. But next turn, they'll definitely get to you.
Yeah, is there a stave, a quarter stave anywhere around? I'll drag her in that direction.
Yeah, fuck it. There's one like literally like exactly where you need it to be, like right there. All right, with you done?
Yep.
Are you done over there?
Yep. I'll just
Anything else you want to do? You okay? I think Ian's done.
Yep.
All right, finally, Luther. Your microphone's muted, Luther.
Yeah, I know, I'm getting there.
Luther, you've been taking your time to like basically move through the forest, keeping yourself warm carefully. And even though you've not done it on purpose, pseudo on the same trail as the men who went before you. You've noticed it going about here and there, and you weren't quite sure what's happening until you heard sounds of battle happening fairly near you.
Oh, familiar sounds.
That all familiar sound of battle. As you rounded a corner around the tree, you can make out there is a three carriage caravan heading towards Brockwoods that's been beset by these nondescript people wearing these armors, just fucking the day up over there. Amongst them, even though people on there are like they're like looting and grabbing stuff and people are fighting bad, you can make out a small party of battle happening not that far away from you. One man, one woman fighting against 4 more people. Two people, Lloyd, remember that. 2 run past. 2 people ahead of you.
Okay.
What do you do?
How far are the carriages away?
The carriages are about, maybe like 30 feet away.
Okay, that's not too bad. Does that look like where they're kind of most of their action is in terms of they're trying to grab stuff from it, or is it that the battle kind of nearer me is actually where the main fight's happening?
The battle by the caravan is pretty much over. There's no one left there. They're just grabbing stuff and loading up horses at the moment.
Okay.
The one that's happening is behind a bush. That's why they've not taken part of it yet. They haven't noticed it happening yet, but they will soon and they'll charge it.
Okay. I think I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the attackers then.
Which ones?
Just describe the 2 parties in that melee again for me.
One melee, there's a man with flute who's a lute with flute who's dropped it and is using a bow desperately, and another man who's called a falcon now to fuck some other dudes up. And in the corner, there's like a whole bunch of guys just looting money into bags and loading it up and getting their horses ready to ride off.
I'm gonna shoot them.
Which one? The guys loading up the booty?
Looting guys, yeah, definitely.
Cool. There's about 7 of them in the corner. You can probably get one of them with a shot. But if you shoot, they won't notice your presence.
Okay. I don't play too much on this careful virtue thing I've got, but I'm going to go for it anyway.
Go for it. It's not very careful at all.
I've got the range thing, so I'm going to call on scout.
Do it.
Archery, definitely.
Do it.
Going to place a careful
one
shot.
of them difficulty's only 1. They're not expecting you.
They're not. Awesome. I don't get any kind of cool stuff for rolling like past what I need.
You might get swashbuckling bonus if you describe it nicely, but nothing special for running past it.
Oh, okay, fine. So yeah, as a scout, I'm gonna use my archery skill. I'm gonna fire a carefully placed shot. Just try and get one of them squarely in the head. If anything, I'm gonna try a really weird volley shot so that they can't really judge exactly where the hits come from.
Oh, that's quite.
So like,
if you make that a stunt, I'll give it to you, and I'll raise difficulty by 3.
All right.
So difficulty is now 3.
So I'm on my phone now, so I don't have the dice rolling app thingy. Are you prepared to believe me?
If I must. Go for it.
Going old school.
We're rolling these anyway. Right, what am I doing now? An 8, right. So D8 for a scout. That's a 1. Like I'm going to make that up. That's a 7, that's better. That's 8 altogether. What did I say? I was carefully placed shot. It's another 8. So that's a 4. So 2 successes at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
With a stunt, do I then roll that?
Yep, you roll those
roll
2d4s.
2d4.
Oh, wow, I don't have a 4. Okay, I'm going to halve the 8. 3 is 1. Or is it? No.
3 is 2. If you have d8, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
2. So, yeah, so 2 2s, and we're looking for 4s, aren't we? Successes.
Yep.
So the stunt doesn't help
And don't
me.
forget your hood die.
But I've got 2 successes, and the hood die is a 5.
Which is bad.
Oh.
Oh no.
So you fail.
Very, very bad.
So what happens in your case is that you're like, yeah, fuck.
I got 1 success.
Got this. Minuses. All your minuses.
Yeah, but I got one failure. Oh no, wait, 3 because of the stunt. Yeah, of course. Oh,
So
man.
you
Just-
pull it
just
up. You're
flies
like,
off.
you're like, guys.
I got this.
It goes all the way to the end. Looks incredibly dramatic, and then it lands like literally in between 2 people. Like it's an incredibly well placed shot. You look down
In
at the
between
shot.
2 people.
They look up. They look at you. They draw their weapons, and they go, "One survived!" And you see one of them like get on the horse and try and chase you down, like
All right.
3 more like fucking running after you, like ah! All right, so this has gone slightly men in tights, but fuck it, why not? That's the top of the round. Sam, who goes next?
Oh wow, is there anyone left from us?
Everyone is gone. You were the last person around, so you start. The new round starts with you, so anyone can go next.
Oh god, okay.
You've got on your side. You've got You've got Garrick. You've got Osrid. You've got the bad guys, and then you've also got the other side, which is Guthia and Fryer and those bad guys.
Let's go back to Osrid. You got them prone, didn't you, before?
Yeah,
Yes.
she did.
Let's try and actually do something.
All right, Osrid, there's 2 dudes on you. And not in a good way.
Huh? They're
There's
on
2
me?
dudes
How
on the
did they
floor.
get
Oh,
on me? They were
they're
on the floor in front of me a minute
You're
ago.
engaged. It's a figure of speech. You're engaging 2 men.
I don't know if I actually want to kill them.
They were trying to
Look
kill
at me.
you.
I'm not going to help
They
you.
were. Yeah.
Like Garrick turns to you if you're having this crisis out loud and like he's got slashed across the front. Like they're doing a pretty convincing job of killing us.
I'm also
started
not
the
certain I've got the means to do it. I think probably my best bet will be to try and shoot one of them in the face while they're on the floor in front of me, which
Why
just
not on-
seems a little sort of
When you're prone,
unchivalrous.
it's harder to shoot people who are on the ground unless they're like directly in front of you. So you can't walk up to one.
Yeah, I've not actually got anything else to do though other than stamp on their faces.
I mean,
That also
they-
counts as an attack.
Because I didn't think to take a knife or a sword or anything.
You can't just stamp on their faces too. That's fine.
they have weapons as well. You could grab something off them and put it back into them.
Right, yeah.
Incredible.
I'll pick up one of their swords.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever one looks meaner, stab him and then point the sword at the other one while he's still on the floor.
There we go.
That's actually pretty cool. I'll give you a swashbuckling point for that. Swashbuckling momentum for that. I'll give it especially if you roll to pick it up and then stab him.
Okay, so
here's the interesting thing. Because he's prone, you get +3 dice step to hitting him.
Ooh.
okay.
So you can up 3 of your dice.
Right, this is obviously something nimble. So up the nimble dice. And it's a stunt, so up the 2 stunt dice as well.
Excellent.
An 8 and
No,
2
you get
sixes.
No, sorry. It might be more than 2. Come on, fake. Ah, shit. Oh, wait, sorry. 3. You have to be difficulty 3.
1 8 and 2 sixes.
You're rolling really well.
Well, no, I rolled a 1 against John. I still beat him. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, sorry, yeah. It's a D8 and 2. Sorry, a D10 and 2 sixes. So that's 2 successes and
3
1 on the
successes.
Robin Hood die makes it 3.
You clash! Pick one to use. And I'm going to go with the underground. That was a really painful beatdown. Didn't like that. Okay,
Yeah,
helps
let's
you.
go with this. Sorry.
Don't say it. All right, I'm ready. You can say it now.
Swashbuckling.
All right, they went for witty banter. So, with witty banter, it means they get a bonus to the next roll, which they'll give to the next person next to them instead of themselves,
Mm-hmm.
because that's cool. Oh, hold on. I can actually do something special with that. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I see that real quickly. I have definitely read this book, I swear. With swashbuckling move, they take and witty banter, they take a condition. So you can put a condition on them. You don't get to damage them. The condition list is to the right. I've written them down in the box as well.
So condition would something like unconscious be there?
No, that's not a condition. It's not one of the things.
Sorry.
Why does everyone always go for that? Can I put the condition
makes
stops
sense.
breathing?
I don't necessarily care about killing him. I just want him to stop like attacking us and stuff.
You can
They
daze
are
him.
overcome or disarmed. I've disarmed him because I've picked up his weapon.
Nice. So his weapon is gone. And he's like, the fuck? And he looks up at you and he goes, you will die just like the rest of them did, you monster. And that's what he says as you disarm him. You don't get a chance to strike him.
I love how
Because
these
he moves out of
mooks
the
have
way.
American accents. That's amazing.
Well, no, I'm sorry, okay?
It's
You
amazing.
coming up with a posh and
That's the
All right,
authentic
so-
Robin Hood experience, the American accent.
Exactly. It's just like the movies. I'm being played by Kevin Spacey. It's fine. And also Morgan Freeman. So who goes next?
Oh, I picked, do I? I want to see what's happening over in the other scene. So,
All right.
John or the priest?
Pick one.
Do you pick one?
John.
Okay, John. Gunther, you've been stabbed. It hurts, but you're still
Okay, so I've been stabbed by this guy and I sort of almost fall backwards against this
Mhm.
keg of ale that I've just done. Then, obviously, I was trying to discourage this guy, thinking, oh, you know, maybe I can resolve this peacefully. But not only are they not playing by that playbook, they've also like made me spill my ale for like nothing. So I'm going to reach down, like grabbing hold of the lip of the barrel, again, using like an improvised weapon. And I'm just going to like swing the barrel up into his face using my mighty strength.
I love it. Make the roll. Remember, you've got swashbuckling bonus. You can spend that for an extra D6 or for doing other cool. What the fuck am I rolling one against John for? Come on!
I'm spending
Oh,
my swashbuckling.
All right. Do you want to get why for an extra D6?
Yep.
Do it. I got 2 successes.
Okay. So I'm just working out my roll because I'm doing the downgrading as well because I've got the penalty. It's a 1, 6, 4, and a 4, so 3 successes. And I've got to roll my hood dice.
Describe how you take. Oh, wait,
My hood dice is a 2. That makes no difference. So 3
nope.
successes.
Right. Describe how you take him out.
Okay,
Got it.
so I reel backwards, like I say, falling against this keg of ale.
Mhm.
I look down at it almost sadly, thinking about all that ale I'm not going to get to drink. And then with my free hand, one on my shoulder, the other one reaches down, grabs his barrel, and I just swing it up into his face. The barrel breaks, the ale explodes all over him. And when the ale falls down, he's just like lying flat on his back on the floor.
That wasn't very nice. He didn't appreciate that. I didn't appreciate that.
You might
What
call
do you mean?
it you might call it reckless almost.
Almost. Yes, I'll do that. So who goes next?
Okay, I'm gonna hand it over to my dear young friend Friar Bernard.
All right, Bernard.
Thank you. Okay, Fry Bernard gets the girl over towards where the stave is, and he reaches out, picks it up quickly, turns in a defensive posture. Although he's sweating, he's afraid, and he would really like to run. He's curious as to know what's going on. So he will fight defensively if anyone approaches.
Excellent. I'm going to say someone will approach you because that's everyone almost gone. If you want, you can give it to me so I can get a turn.
Keep back.
All right, so that's one on you, Friar. He's coming up. He doesn't fuck around. He looks at you looking at a woman. He looks at the Friar. He's like, beat 3.
Okay, I would like to call for a stunt.
All right.
Being a
secret martial artist.
being not exactly. He knows it. He would normally run away, and the best way to stop people running after you is to disable them in some way. And he's decided that bringing the stave in a whistling arc up between the man's legs should do the trick. So groin strikes is his
I love it. Make the
specialty.
roll. It's beautiful.
Right, so we do quarterstaff. He has been practicing. Would you take afraid as being defensive?
I'll give it to you.
2d6 and nimble.
I'll give that to you as well. Make it count.
So d8, 2d6, and 2d4, I believe.
Do it. Difficulty 3.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. That's a 1, 3, 6, 2, 1. So,
better roll that hood die.
so I need a 6. A 6 or a 2 or a 1. Yeah, that's not too bad. 50-50, and I'm all right. Oh, no, I'm not. I need a 6. It's a 4.
Well, that means you get one extra success.
So 2 successes then, which isn't
Isn't enough to stop him
so-
from. You got the staff. You are too scared. You know, I'll give you a point of swashbuckling for that. You are too scared to do shit. It's too much for you. You don't know what. Actually, no, they're not gonna try and hit you. You're a friar. They're not trying to knock you out. They're gonna come up to you. You're like, oh, and he's just gonna actually grab the staff you have. He pulls it off you and he smacks you across the head with it. You lose the staff and you are dazed. Which means that basically your virtue and vice are reduced to D4 to the end of your next turn.
Okay.
All right, the guy on you, John.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy. No, the other guy. There's one more guy left.
Yep.
What's he gonna do? He sees you there. Oh, the friar. He's just to keep you busy because the friar will escape. So he sees you there. He's got his bow ready. He's like straightened up and is like a little bit worried because he's like his hands are shaking a little. And he's gonna try to shoot at you.
Okay.
What do you do?
Right. Okay. What I'm going to do is, as I see him drawing this bow and sort of lining up his shot, I'm basically going to step and duck down behind the wood pile that I described earlier, so his arrow thunks into the wood instead.
I love it. Make the roll. Difficulty's only fucking John 1.
Splendid. That's what I like to hear. Okay, just give me a moment. I'm working out my deductions. Okay, roll my hood dice, which is a 4, so I've got 1 success.
All right, we clash. Pick one.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. No, Winterbed's the other guy. What's he gonna think you're gonna do? Ooh, he's gonna. All right.
Okay, do you want me to tell you what I'm going for?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going for a swashbuckling move.
What is it?
Okay, my swashbuckling move is rather than just ducking down behind the wood pile, effectively I'm going to pick up a big piece of wood, almost like a sort of makeshift shield. So I'm then actually like barreling towards him using this like big log I'm holding.
Oh, I love
to
it.
protect myself.
Awesome. All right. You can either gain a point of pluck or you can cause him to become overcome.
What does that do to him?
Overcome will basically all of his stunt that wait, that doesn't say anything at all. Overcome means that basically he can't roll dice to hit you.
Okay, I'm going to go for the overcome then. So as he's drawing his arrow, I basically barrel into him with this big bit of wood.
Excellent. So he basically can push you off or do something. Basically, you knock the weapon out of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets the thing up, he knock him out of the hand. The bad news is that he went for a beat down. So as you come towards him, it knocks him out of the hand, but he trips you up and you hit the ground and you're prone.
Okay.
So the weapon goes flying out of the air. It's a very swashbuckling thing to do. It looks incredible. In fact, that's done.
Thank you.
Get a swashbuckling move. All right, that's them done, and they're gonna pass the turn over to you, Garrick.
Yay! What's the lay of the land in our little corner?
You've got one guy on the floor, one guy slowly trying to get up, and you've got one guy facing you.
Okay. I guess I'll go for the guy in front of me. I can't. I don't know. There's no like opportunity. Like I could go. No, I'll fight this guy.
Good.
So sword play and the sword, and I'm gonna do boastful.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna do
Oh
confident.
my god.
So yeah.
Hey, Dan, I don't hate you. I just want you to know that. Okay.
Have you managed to roll more than 4? Like you've
I
rolled.
actually got a 5.
You've actually right. How many dice are you rolling? Good grace.
I roll a D4 and I roll a hood die. And against you, apparently, I always roll 4, and against John, I roll 1. It's not on purpose. I swear to God.
Right. So 2d6 and 2d8, and then one of them disappears. and I'm going to have to call upon Ola to keep focusing on this guy, otherwise I don't have a chance.
Do it. I believe in you.
Wow. Okay. Doesn't look
Well, that's
great.
one success. That's two successes.
And I need yeah, but I need 5. I actually rolled Maid Marian, but it doesn't make any difference.
That gives you a 3. That's not going to help you at all. He is going to lay into you again. That's another wound you're going to have to take.
Excellent.
You're not looking good. You're not looking good. You're bleeding out a little bit and hurting. You can get patched up. You'll be fine, but you've got to do something soon. The guy's facing you, Ostrid. The guy on the floor is his arm, so he's going to spend this turn basically scrambling for his weapon. No way, you're holding it. He can't do shit. He's going to scramble back out of the way. And the other one who you didn't disarm is going to charge you.
Okay. I want to try and keep him on the floor. He's got to try and get up. I've got to try and keep him on the floor. Again,
Right,
I don't really care if I kill him.
Yeah, remember, you can always choose.
I don't want him to stand up.
To roll, you don't need to stay dead. You can just choose not to kill him.
Right, cool.
Up to you.
What I'm going to do is he's trying to get up. I want to stab him in the leg.
All right, do it. He has 5 successes.
And all I've got to do this with is nimble. 1d8, John.
It's not going to work out good for you, is it?
No.
1 success with the hood dice of 3.
Better than nothing. So you're like,
It's better than nothing. Can I spend my what's it point to get an extra dice, did you say?
You can, but that's before you roll, not after.
Fair play, sorry. No problem.
Don't worry about it. Remember, you can also spend pluck to gain a d6 afterwards. No. Oh, you can spend it to get after. My bad. You can roll a d6 right now if you really want.
Cool.
I wouldn't waste it though.
Oh. Okay.
I wouldn't do it because you need 5 successes and you've got like 2.
Fair enough, no problem. I shan't bother then.
So don't waste it. All right, so you once again are not able to stop him. He actually gets up to you and he slams into you with his shoulder, and he hit a tree and you feel one of your shoulders give way. Take 1 wound.
Okay.
That's almost all. That's all the bad guys. All right, so I would say top of the round. We'll deal with the chase first. Luther, what is your plan?
Fire another one.
You can also try and lose them in the forest. You've got enough distance to get away from them.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
There's options. You don't have to fight, guys. You can't just do other cool shit.
That's totes my bag as well. So I just I'll shoot them. No, wait, no, that didn't work. I'm gonna run away now.
Okay. If you can beat a 2, you'll lose them in the forest. But you'll be back next time.
I'm gonna be scouty, so I've got a D8. I am fit, so I'm going to run away in a fit manner. Pious, honest, resentful. I mean, I'm pretty resentful that it didn't hit. I'll be honest with you.
Fair point.
Fine.
Right.
Every goddamn game. Every game.
What? Right. Scout. An 8. Yeah. 2. Resentful. A 5. Fit. Those D6. And a 6.
So what'd you get in total?
Successes. 3.
All right, you got me. Describe it.
So basically, you duck behind the tree. Curse God, not again. You can hear them chasing me down from the other side of the tree. And actually, they all run past the tree. And there's that second where they will stop, look around, look back at everyone. Everyone looks back at me at the tree. I'm like, right. And then I run back towards where they were looting, and actually, so it's in the opposite direction to where they thought they were going to have to run.
That's fair. I'll give you that. All right. I'll give you a
Tom
swashbuckling
and Jerry.
It's bloody Monty Python, but it works. Who goes next?
Let's go back to the scene. Ian.
Ian,
All right. Okay.
you've lost a quarterstaff and you're dazed. Which
Yeah,
means
it's not good, is it? It's not looking
no,
good.
it's not. It means that your virtual advisor at D4 this turn.
Yeah. Oh dear.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just believe in yourself.
Well. Don't kill me! Don't kill me! I'll pray for your soul. I'll get down on my knees and trust him not to kill me.
You know what? I will give you a roll for that because I think that is perfectly within your character to do, and I'll give you a point of pluck, not swashbuckling, for it. Roll the dice.
Okay.
If you beat him, he will not stab you in the chest.
It's not going to be good.
Well, no, it's not because that's a 4. That's a 3 because you roll a Robin die, so you have to be the difficulty 3.
Okay, so I'm currently rolling. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I was using trusting, which would be a D4. I have no skill in particular that would help, other than the fact that I'm a friar. So I did say that I would be praying for his soul.
I'll give it to you.
And nimble alert, hardy.
Yeah, I'll give you hardy no.
No, that probably wouldn't work. That's okay. So a D8 and a D4 then. So
That's 2.
it's doable. It's doable.
You can spend a pluck afterwards to get more dice.
Yeah, we'll do that then. So D. Just racking up the dice here. Okay, let's give it a go. Boom. What's happened there? I've rolled too many dice. A D6 snuck in there somewhere. Right, I got a 3 and a 4, which is not good.
Don't forget your hood die.
Here we go. Oh crap! It's a 5.
Oh well, that sucks to be you. Guess what happens to you? You get stabbed.
Stab!
Take
Ah!
a wound.
I shall
You
fall.
plead for
Flop.
mercy. He's like, and just shanks you right there and then.
I shall flop down on my side and lie still.
Of course. Oh, that'll be next turn. He doesn't think he's killed you, but you can just fake death if you want. Who goes next?
That would be Guth. Save me!
All right, Garth, you save everyone. I believe in you.
Okay, well, currently I'm prone, so what do I have to do to not be prone anymore?
You'd have to get up with your move. You can get up with your move action and attack someone.
Okay, what I want to do, because obviously I've heard like Bernard getting stabbed, and I'm a very superstitious person. You can't be going around stabbing priests. You know, they're like carry the word of God. So what I want to do is, if I remember correctly, that guy's who I just attacked, his bow had like flown up into the air when he got knocked over.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is, rather than sort of getting up, I'm going to roll over to one side. I put my hand up, catch his bow as it falls. I'm going to ignore him, which obviously put me at a disadvantage, and still lying on the ground, I'm going to draw an arrow, like just grab one out of his belt, and I'm going to try and shoot the guy who's attacking the priest, ignoring the guy armored.
Why do I roll ones against you? Yeah, that's fucking. Come on, die. Fuck. Okay, John.
Yep.
Describe what happens. It works.
All right, yeah. So, I roll over on the ground. I literally like roll onto the legs of the guy I've been like fighting, but I'm in no position to like stop him from doing anything. I put my hand up in the air, and this bow just drops down into my hand. I pause for a second. I'm like, good bow. Then I grab one of his arrows out of like his quiver, draw it into the bow, still lying on my back. So I point it down between my legs.
Yeah.
Aim it at the guy who's trying to shank the priest, and just as he's lifting his dagger up, ready to do another blow, the arrow just goes into the side of his head.
I wrote 0 successes, so you could roll if you really want, but it doesn't really fucking matter.
Fine, I'll take it.
Yes. So I was like, just fucking describe it for me and gain a swashbuckling point for it. The penalty though is that the guy above you actually like sees you do this, draws his daggers, and like he jumps on you. Like he literally leaps up. I'm gonna take the turn now to get him out of the way. Leaps up and stands on you and tries to like basically stab you right you're dead for killing his friend. And this time, dice. Get a 3.
Okay, so I've got to make my defense roll. Okay.
And then after that, we'll go back to finishing the fight between Garrick and Osrid. And the 3 guys left.
Finishing me off.
Or finishing him off. That also works.
I've got 3 successes. And I rolled a 1 on my HUD dice. So.
Not enough. You clash.
Okay.
All right, pick one.
Are we just really terrible at this, or is combat really difficult in this game?
Combat's not difficult. It's just I roll really well against specifically you. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Combat gets easy as you go along. You'll see why. All right, so let me pick my thing, and I'm gonna pick. Oh no! I saw what you did last time. He's gonna. All right, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm anticipating treachery.
I'm anticipating theatrics.
Nice.
So he leaps down on you. You're like, ha! And he's like, ha! And you're both like, you both just don't do anything.
Well, this is awkward.
Yeah. Dude, I'm really sorry. All right, jump scene up to you. All right, so Dan, I haven't attacked you this turn, have I? Have you attacked?
I've attacked you.
Excellent. I'm gonna try. No, you haven't. No, this is a new round.
Oh, is it new round? No, I haven't.
Yeah, new round. So, John, who'd you like to go for next? Osred or Garrick?
I'll go for Garrick.
All right, Garrick.
I could try roll all of my gazillion dice, but I can't succeed if you keep rolling 5s.
I know. Well, let's see if I roll a 5 first. If I even say what I'm gonna do to you.
Right.
Well, the good news is I didn't roll a 5.
It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Yeah. What does 2 wounds do me?
Minus 6 step die.
Wicked.
You're not looking very good at the moment.
I'm just gonna hit the dirt at this point. Like even so.
You can try fleeing if you need to.
Wouldn't that still be like a contested skill challenge, and you'd?
You'd probably shoot something at your back, but you'd get a wound, but you could still keep running.
But I take 1 more wound, and I'm on 3, and I'm gone.
No, you can still keep going. It's only when you hit wound 4 that you're unconscious.
Right. Okay. So, let's see. We start on 2d6s, 2d4s, and 2d8s, I think, and then both of the d8s disappear, and I have no chance of winning.
You can spread your penalties throughout your dice, by the way, so you have some dice to roll.
I can't take the d4s down anymore. I could take all of the dice down, so I would have 4 d4s and 2 d6s.
That's still a lot better than rolling 3 dice and hoping you're going to get 4 successes.
Well, it would be 4 dice, but what can I do with these pluck points before I...
All right, with pluck points, you can spend before you roll to convert extra successes on your roll to die step increases. So basically, you can spend a plot, and if you roll any extra successes, that doesn't matter for you in this case. You can spend 1 to get D6 to your check after the results.
Okay.
Let me make sure that's else. You can spend another 1 to gain a circumstance bonus of the area you're in. For each circumstance, you get a +1 die step. So you spend 1 pluck, and you describe what circumstances mean that you can win this fight. And each extra one I give you lifts up your die by 1.
I'll end up spending.
Or you can spend 1 to basically heal a wound instead of taking a turn.
Oh, okay. I'll roll the dice and see what happens and see if I can add d6s afterwards.
Okay. Go for it.
Almost. Oh, that's
1,
4.
2, 3, 4. Well, roll your dice and hope for the best.
Nope, it was a 1.
1,
so that's
2.
a clash.
That's a clash. Do you want to clash, or do you want to spend a d6 to roll a d6 and hope for the best?
I will clear that and roll 1d6 and see if I can get what I need. Just by spending a pluck. Nope. Failed.
Nope, not enough. Let's clash. What's he going to do to you?
What are my options for not taking damage from this clash?
You will if I make a dastardly move.
Right. So what's the if the only way for you to damage me is dastardly move? What's the way that I counter that?
Anticipate treachery.
Right.
That's if I pick a dastardly move.
Right.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Why not?
All right. I
I'll do
picked the
the
dastardly
beatdown.
move.
Thought so.
What'd you pick?
I'll pick beatdown.
All right. So you can knock me prone. However, I will wound you.
Yep.
So you come on in. You basically you can describe what happens.
I don't know. This random mook seems to be the world's greatest swordsman in disguise, and I take even more wounds. But I manage to kick him in the ankle or something, and he falls over.
All right, I'll give it to you. He falls over and he curses your name as he hits the ground. But you're still alive, and you take one extra wound. One more wound, and then you're unconscious. Right, who goes next? That is everyone, right?
I don't know if I've done one this turn, have I?
You haven't, no.
No, there we go. Last turn. Do it, Osric. Take the turn.
Wicked. I believe I've got one guy left that was coming after me.
Yep, he wanted your body.
That's right. If you could just put that chart back on for me, love. I want to spend a point of pluck. He just had a successful attack on me, yes?
Yeah.
So I want to steal his thunder, which is his swashbuckling momentum.
That's you only spend that after you've done a successful attack, not the other way around.
Right. Sorry, I thought it was like, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
That's good.
Fair enough then. I'm just going after him with his sword.
All right, so we're gonna fight one v one.
Relying on how fast I am.
All right, I believe in you.
Nimble D8.
Don't forget you have a wound.
You've got a wound, so it'll be down to D6.
Right, okay.
One success.
Okay. So
No, two successes. Not bad. Still go.
D8. Oh, I've got a 5. Oh, but it's okay because I got one success. So at least I don't have any failures to count against it.
That's you had one dice.
Yeah. I can't really see much else that I can use right now. I'm not really built for hand to hand.
Why did you shoot them?
Because you said they were too close to shoot.
I mean, why did you shoot them in the first place?
Because they were running at me and they were far enough away at that point.
That's a good point. I'll give you credit for that. All right. So, well, that combat started, and here we go. So here's the good news. Because you kept the buck, so they're not going to try and attack you this turn, because that was your turn that they used. And that's the end of the round. So round up, we're not using the full combat rules yet. That's for the next combat. That's if you survive to the next combat. So top of the round, I would say once again, Sam. Luther the talk and take the turn. You've just run back.
Okay, I'm running away.
They're running away. Sorry, where are you running? I'll tell you running back towards where they were and then run off from there.
Yeah, I'll kind of do around the woods so that I meet up with these two.
Well, you can meet up with them this turn.
Hopefully help. There's a falconer in need of help.
A falconer needs me.
Yeah. So no, I'm going to whip my axe out, actually, my hand axe, and try and. So where has he got someone on him or shooting him or?
He's fighting someone, like he's like desperate. He's bleeding a little bit, and the guy's like,
just gonna run up and just take a good running swing at their legs with the axe.
I fucking love it. Let's see what you can do, and let's see if the dice hates you as much as it hates Dan.
And he's going to be the most incredible guy ever, right?
Remember, he's on the ground, so you get advantages.
Oh yeah, he's prone, so that's plus 3 dice. Then.
Oh hell no! Well, I'm not going to take out his legs then. I'm just going to go out and chop. Done.
I love it. Make the roll.
All right. D6 for the axes. I'm pretty grim. This is pretty grim.
Yep.
Roll it.
And the fitness from the running. I'm gonna. Do I get 2 of those? I don't get one of those traits, right?
Only one does. Only one from each box.
Yeah. So, would this be? Would you count this as treacherous? I think this is quite treacherous.
No, it's not at all.
Well, it is because I'm not fighting him in a fair fight. I've just run up to him and been like,
"That's
I'm
no.
just gonna kill you on the floor."
Difficulty 2.
All right. So Axe is D6. Grim is a D8. I'm gonna step the axes up to D8.
Do it.
And do I get anything else?
That's it, really.
Yeah. Okay. 2 D8s. A 7 and a 6. 2 successes.
Right, you clash. Pick one.
Ooh.
Unless you want to spend a plot. Did you roll your hood die?
Oh no, I didn't. I was done. A 5. Oh.
Oh, well, you failed.
I didn't get any failures.
God.
Oh, yeah, you didn't get any failures. Fuck. You clash. Right, he's on the ground. What's he going to pick?
Okay, I've got one.
Hang on. Oh.
You're gonna hate me for this.
All right, he's ready. Let's do it. Beat down.
I know you didn't axe for this. Witty banter.
Nice.
Please never play a game with me again, John. I don't know, Sam. I can't deal with that. Okay, why don't you do witty banter with corpse beat down? Okay, yeah. All right. So what happens is that you go.
Say it.
Once again.
Say it. I know
What
you
you said?
didn't axe for
You
this.
didn't ask for this, and you come down, and as you're coming down, it's like that was terrible, and you boost underneath you, and you trip up, and you hit the ground. You have a D6 with your counter for the next turn, and you're like both of you are tangling together, and he's like fucking trying to get out, but that's you done. Who goes next?
Dan.
All right, Garrett. Let's go, Garrick. You're bleeding out. It hurts.
Round again. I am so severely bloodied.
I've tried to help.
Yeah, I have no idea who you are, but thanks. Your puns are terrible. All the math. Right, so both of those are downgraded. And those become those. It's there.
I believe in you. You can do this.
It's become so difficult. I don't know. I'm trying to apply as many things as possible.
Don't forget he's not prone, and you can spend a pluck to have circumstances bonus.
Oh, so I get one of those dice. Oh, I have 2 d4s, 2 d6s, 2 d8s. Both of the d8s go down to d4s. Both of the d6s, one of the d6s would go down, but then them being on the ground goes up again. So I think it's 4d4 and 2d6.
All right, roll him. Are you gonna try and stab him in the ground while he's down? This one guy.
Yes. I'm going to try and kill the man who is immortal. What did you get?
I'm gonna check something because I just rolled a 5, and a 5 works differently for.
I thought you were using d4s. I thought these were normal mooks.
No, I get a hood die.
Right. Okay.
Just gotta double check what the hood die does for me because I forgot what 5 does in GMs. I'm so sorry. I love you. John, I swear to John, someone tell him I'm not trying to kill him.
I've so far not managed to get past a single low-level mook. I did not believe you.
You best just hope that this number 5 doesn't mean he's got like 2 friends that like you haven't spotted previously. That's lurking in the trees.
I just have to check it quickly. Give me 1 second.
It's not going to matter because if he's beating me again, I'm unconscious.
Throws a smoke pellet down. 2 other ninjas come out of it.
What the hell is it? 5 does. Okay. Okay. 5 says I can reroll my dice, but I'm not gonna reroll my dice. I'm gonna stick to 3 because I think. Oh wait, no. I'm not gonna reroll because I'm most likely roll less number, so I'll leave it as it is. So I've got 3 successes. How many did you get?
I have 3 successes, but I got a Maid Marian again for a
That's
4.
a 4. You beat him. You've got him.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Wow.
Woo!
I'm so proud of you. So describe how you finally kill your nemesis.
Are you going to do some sort of plot point bullshit and have him stab me on the way down?
I'm kind of tempted, but I'm not.
How
I
can-
think you deserve to kill this guy. Actually, tell you what, gain a plot point and you won't kill him.
What?
I'll give you a plot point if you don't kill him, but if you chop off his hand,
I can get a pluck point for that.
yeah.
He's already cost me more than that. I'm going to stab him to death.
No, fuck. Go on and kill him.
I don't know. So probably bleeding profusely from all limbs and several different wounds across his chest because he's not wearing any armor, which would have come in really handy. And this strange axeman has run up and smashed it into the ground just near him. I mostly just sort of flop on top of him with the sword pointed down and collapse from blood loss.
And you see him like grab onto it desperately as he's trying to keep it up, and it just goes into his chest, and then you follow him, and you're done. You're out. I'm gonna say Osrid. Your opponent's going to see this happen and see he's outnumbered, and he's going to bolt.
Fair play.
He's not gonna stay for that shit. That's not okay. Not kosher. They're done. They're out. There's the only ones left. They've run. Final person left, John. And basically, Guthrie. I can't pronounce your fucking name.
Goth.
Guys. Goth and Bernard. You've got one guy left on you.
Is that the guy that's on the ground with me? Or?
Yeah. Both of you are tangled together.
Okay. At which point I'm going to just effectively try and like roll over onto him using like the fact that I'm like a massive like muscly bloke to basically like smash him into the ground.
I love it. Make the roll. And please, Lloyd, roll a 4. Okay, come on. Surely that's gonna.
Dun, dun, dun,
John, how you doing? Do you wanna just
I'm doing all right. So I'm saying.
wanna finish this guy off, please? Because I can't roll above a 1 against you, apparently. In fact, that's the second time I've rolled a 0 against. Apparently, my dice
Is that a 0
likes
again?
you. They really hate John. They really hate Dan. That's just how my dice work. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So just describe how you take him out. Just move on.
Okay, so in which case I've rolled off this guy. We're both slowly climbing to our feet. He's like stood behind me. I'm still holding on to the bow. As I see him getting up, because I'm this quite like large, sort of like muscly bloke, I basically throw myself backwards, my full weight hitting him and just smacking him into the ground and knocking him out.
He's knocked out completely. He's completely out at your mercy. And that's the combat scene over, guys. Congratulations, we did it.
Way!
It was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be, guys, but we did it. That's what matters.
Is it one of those flavorful combat encounters you used to introduce the rules, and actually it's just gone really badly?
It was fine. It's just I was like, I can't stop rolling really high. I'm really sorry, guys. I have to play this all the way through.
So these were the basic level mooks, and there
Yeah,
are
basic level
stronger
mooks.
mooks than this.
I can't wait till we come up against their boss.
All right, guys. So scene ends. First things first, John. Throw up your generous up by generous up by 1 step.
Okay.
Friar, straw up your afraid up by 1 step.
Okay.
And John, I'll leave you reckless actually. Friar, stop your afraid. Garrick, throw down your boastful. because that was really bad. I'm really sorry.
Boastful
Luther, throw down. You're careful. There was nothing careful about what you did. And Ostrid, I would say, actually no, Ostrid, you stay the same.
Fair play.
Your virtues will go up and down throughout the game, over and over. So they never stay stable.
Okay.
All right. Combat ends. It's quiet. The other guys leave. Whoever's alive runs off. Whoever's not alive is unconscious or dead on the floor. And the two groups start to recover.
Right. The falconer clearly needs some medical attention, which I will attempt to provide.
I can help out with that.
I believe there's a monastery not too far from here where we might also receive medical attention.
True. There's also
perhaps our friend the woodcutter's hut's closer.
Yeah. Literally right there. Just fucking go there.
Let's head to Guth. It's quicker.
I just bleed.
And hopefully you won't die.
Okay, so as they're heading to my hut where we are, I'll have heard Bernard shouting, still sort of like holding my shoulder. I run over to him and where this woman's lying. And I'm like, are the two of you all right, my friend?
Get him off. He's crushing me.
With my good arm, I'll reach down. I'll be like, and I'll heave this guy off.
Thank you. Blood.
Not a problem. I'm afraid I may have need of your healing touch soon, my friend. And I'll look back at the broken barrel. And if you happen to have bought some of that delightful wine of yours with you, that wouldn't go amiss either.
I'll rummage about in my satchel. It's damp. It would appear that the bottle's broken.
Oh, will this day never end? Then I'm just going to sort of look. So, but first of all, we must find out who this woman is and if she's okay. I have no skills with healing, my young friend. Is she all right?
We need to get to somewhere more comfortable. A bed, perhaps.
She's welcome to use mine in the hut, and I'll say, give me a hand with it, and I'll get Bernard to help me lift her up because I see one of my arms is still a bit jippy, and I'll sort of put her over my shoulder with the intent to carry her into the hut and lay her down on the bedroll that's in there.
Excellent. Not a problem at all. One more thing, guys. At the end of a combat, just because it makes a lot of people get saved, everyone heals up one wound.
Yeah. That's handy.
Because that's basically just knowing you guys just patching yourself up. I don't really see the point in making you roll constantly to wound up yourselves, where you can just patch yourself up every combat. Especially how deadly that last one was.
Yeah.
As you guys go inside with the woman, at the same time, the three of you, Garrick, Ostrid, and Luther, come through the woods to the woodcutter's house.
You'll probably see a bit of smoke like starting to come out of it because I'll be like, lighting a fire to try and keep the woman warm.
I'll just be shouting, is the lady all right?
Hold on a minute, Bernard. Let me deal with this. Who's out there?
It's Luther and some others.
Luther, my friend, please come in. I'm just stoking the fire.
Thanks. You're always the most hospitable. We have a wounded fellow here, I think.
Well, please bring him inside immediately. I've got the fire going. Unfortunately, my bedroll is occupied by the young lady, but I do have some furs. I like the sound of me like throwing stuff on the floor. Bring him in and lay him on the furs. Perhaps my young friend Bernard can have a look at him and see if he can sort him out.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for your hospitality. I hope I can share this with you.
Oh, thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. Just a little to keep out the wind.
Since it's the only surviving ale from all of the various alcohol the group bought at Character Gen. Time to crack it out.
First combat, get drunk. Woo!
Is there anything you can do for the young lady, Bernard? Or?
Yeah, she seems to be in a swoon. Other than that, she should be okay. This man, however, he's been stabbed numerous times.
Yes, there seems to be a lot of that going around.
Just hold still, sir. Let me.
Would you like to
have a look?
Do you need me to hold him down, Bernard?
Perhaps it might be safe.
I moved out.
So, can I assist with this
Throw your assist die in.
because I've got the
Yeah,
healing
I've-
skill as well?
Yeah, I've
Throw
got
your
that.
assist die in. It normally costs a plug to assist. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. It's fucking assist. I'm like, what? Just go for it. So yeah, throw your assist die in. Piece of cake. How many wounds do you have, Dan?
I now have 2 because we gained 1 back.
Oh, that's not so bad. What are you worried about? Yeah.
just -6. Don't worry about it.
Forget about
Can I
it.
make a
Forget
roll
about
to see how profusely I bleed over this guy's cabin?
it. No, you can't. But it's pretty bad. Difficulty's only 3 for that. To heal all your wounds.
Right.
So we each of us has got to roll a success here.
No. One person rolls, and each of you give them a die of your skill to
Alright.
help with.
Mine's a d6.
So, Sanders.
Also, I get a 1d6 of everyone.
Yeah.
Help. Okay. Mine is
Oh,
also.
my bad. Not 3. Not 3. It's 4 successes to healing. For 2 rounds.
Okay. Okay, my healing is a d6. I also have a good healing kit provided to me by my good friend Friar Thomas back at the Priory, which is 46. Nimble?
No.
No, that's more bodily rather than hand to eye, isn't it? So
Can I assist
alert?
because I'm helping to like hold the guy down and
You already are.
No.
okay, that's fine.
He's not like struggling.
No, I mean,
He's not
I'm just
getting
generally there being an assistant, but no, that's fine. I'm not skilled.
Use your vintner skill and use
Yeah.
boiling wine.
It's the only cure.
Is curious?
for my opinion.
or
Pour it in.
hardy, or-
Would alertness work? Alert.
I'll give you a alert.
Okay, D6 and D8 and 4d6.
Would I be able to assist with resourceful, Lloyd?
I'll give you resourceful because it's your house. So yeah, I'll give
Yeah,
you that.
I'm thinking like, if I've got some herbs and stuff around that I used to helping with minor wounds to myself, I'll like give them to the friar and I'll be like, oh, some of these might help my young friend.
I'll give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
That's a D8 for your bad self then. So sorry, D6.
Oh, yes, perfect. Yes, I'm just going to have to loosen this bit of your horsehair clothing.
Here, I don't know. You don't know where the horsehair ends and where the wounds begin.
Yeah.
I'm imagining your character Dan like, just take it,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, I needed 4. Did you say? All right. So I have 3, and
From all those
Dice.
days.
dice is not good. It's a 5.
Oh. So,
So how many failures did you get?
That's 0 then.
Damn, harsh but fair. That's the price for how many people help you as well. All right, so he doesn't try and patch you up, and you've got the bandages on, but it doesn't really do much. All you're doing is just keeping him up. Yes, you're gonna have to find. You need to get him to a proper place that can heal him up. The monastery will probably be your best bet.
No, I
Yes.
knew he'd die.
Oh, I almost forgot, guys. At the end of the scene, all the stunts that you made up goes up by 1 step.
What?
Sweet.
All your stunts go up. That's convention rules, baby. All your stunts go up by 1 step.
All right.
Every
So
scene you
2d6.
use your stunt, it goes up the next scene.
So 2d6.
No.
Yep.
I'm the pink one on the end.
Well, I have done all I can for him. He needs more proper medicines. Back at the Priory.
Oh, you rolled a 5, didn't you?
Will he live, brother?
I have more back at the Priory. Yes, the wounds are more serious than I had imagined. But you will be all right, my friend.
Do any of you people have a horse or anything so we can get him to the monastery quicker? Alas, I have no such beast myself. I have no need of it. It'll take us some time to get there on foot.
You look about as big as a horse.
Yes, it's very difficult to get a horse for someone of my stature, but even as I am, I'm not quick enough to run you to the monastery. And as quickly as I would like.
Well,
You may have to carry him, God willing.
Very well, then. One of you give me a hand lifting him up.
can't surely leave the girl here, though.
Now I'll go back to tend to the girl, see if I can resuscitate her.
How about I run to the monastery and you wait here? I'll get someone to come down.
But then it's the journey there and the journey back before someone will get to see.
Just so you guys know, Garrett can walk. He can move fine. He's just a bit injured.
Okay. What about the girl, though?
Now she starts to blink open her eyes and she looks around a little bit shocked.
Are you all right there,
And
my
she's
dear?
like,
Just wait.
where am I?
You're in my hut on the western edge of the woodland.
Your carriage was attacked. Your servants have fled. We saw you under attack and protected you.
Thank you, but I should probably get going.
Well, yeah, where do you need to get?
She gets up, trying to get up. She's like, and then sort of like holds herself. a little
Steady
bit.
now, steady. You've had a shocking ordeal. We're just about to head to the monastery to see for ministrations to our friend here. If you wish to accompany us, safety in numbers in these treacherous times.
I suppose yes, that might be wise, but sorry.
What is
Who
your
are
name?
you? She goes, then she stops. Then she goes, my name is Natalia.
Well, I'm Guthir of Kinnig.
Pleasure to meet you, Gothia. And she looks at the rest of you guys.
Bernard. Nice to meet you.
Osred.
Luther.
Nice to meet you all. Yes, that's that's fine. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. I don't want to be in your way. I am just a simple maidservant. I will I will gladly, if you just leave me in town. I'll manage
Look
my
at
own.
her noble clothes when she's like, I'm a maidservant. I'm going to be like,
She looks down. She goes, "Oh yeah. I mean, I shop well."
Well, I suppose your secrets are your own, child. But if we're going to set off the monastery, we need to get going sooner rather than later.
And we can't leave you in town looking like that. You'll get mugged in 10 seconds flat. At least let us walk with you.
All right.
Have you got a old cloak or anything? Because that dress is going to draw
Yeah,
a
sorry.
lot of attention.
I've got my old travelling cloak in the back that it's a little big for her, but I suppose it will help cover it up. Hold on a second. I'll go and get it.
You don't have. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sure.
It's quite clear she doesn't want us to know who she is. Therefore, she probably doesn't want anyone else to know who she is. And wandering through the middle of a medieval town in a really expensive dress is
Look at
going
my
to draw some
dress!
fucking
I'm
eyes.
fabulous! Will be really obvious. So she takes the cloak and she sort of wraps it around herself quietly. She puts the hood up and she's a bit
Right.
street.
Let's get going then. We don't have any more time to dally about.
All right, so the monastery, you have to go through Brockenworth to head down to the large monastery that sits at the very far end. It's the biggest building in the area biggest building in the area next to the town hall where the mayor and sheriff live.
Yeah, wait, as soon as we get outside, Bernard will see the piles of wood and remember his original mission. because the fear of letting down the bishop would
It's pretty fucking hard.
dread.
So you can get a good chunk of wood that you need to create.
Please, Bernard, don't strain yourself. Allow me. Now I'm not going to carry the young gentleman. I don't want you to wear out the arms you need for writing. I'll carry the wood for you, my young friend.
I'll take some on, brother.
Oh, thank you. Oh, lifesavers. Thank you. This way. Follow me.
All right, so as you guys make your way, or you start to make your way through the forest of the new forest to head down to Brockenworth, not much of too much excitement or crazy shit starts to happen at this stage. You move on forward, and I should probably change people's numbers around again. And I would say, once again, John, put up your dendros by a die.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only one I can think to go up.
I was going for
Actually,
Pirates.
no. Friar, put up your Pirates.
Chills.
You not notice how grim I've been like all game?
Fine! Pick up your Grim! Fuck! I forgot about that. There's 5 character sheets. I've got to keep in mind what everyone has. Also, that's a trait. That's not your virtue or vice. That stays the same.
Oh, so, yeah.
That's
So,
why I
yeah,
didn't
it's
see
one of
it.
these.
I will let you lift up your resentful, though.
Alright.
All right, so you start to make your way towards Brockenwest. Brockenwest is a fairly decent town you have to go through to get to the area. But as you're starting to walk forward and start to get closer to the main road, you start to see a lot more people are heading towards Brockenwest.
Is this unusual?
Very. Brockenwest is a town in the middle of the New Forest, but usually it's a passing through town, not a place where you want to stay or hang out much. If you do, you can go all the way further up to much more nicer places like Lindenhurst or Beaulieu or Board or Sway or Burley.
Wouldn't want to go to Board.
I know my English maps.
Yeah, Burley sounds nice. This time of year.
Burley's lovely. Fucking let's pop on. I can hood. I can hang out there. Got lovely trees.
I'm afraid I don't think I'd make the walk.
Yes, I think we're just going to carry on into town.
Yeah.
All right. As you're going further and further into town, start to spot them. Larger caravans of carriages, of really well-decorated carriages are all riding in. There's quite a lot of people in Brockenwurst. It's actually, you're a little bit scared. This is actually turned into a bit of a city at this stage. What the hell is going on? Where are all these people coming from?
Let us take this side street down here.
I'll turn to the young woman. I'll say, is there someone you need to meet in Brockenhurst, or?
Yes, there is someone that I'd like to meet, if that's all right. But
well, yeah, if there's someone we can drop you off with, but obviously we can't leave you alone. It wouldn't be the right thing to do.
I don't know. We could.
So looks goes. I'll be. If you just leave me in the middle of town, I'm sure I can find my own way. I'll be fine from then on.
Right.
And then she gives a sigh, and you see her look around like she has no fucking idea what she's doing.
Why don't you come with us to the monastery? You'll be safe there.
Is that the monastery way up there?
That's right. It's a holy place. It's a place of peace.
As you turn to look at the monastery, you can notice the flag, the British flag, the English flag actually, is flying at full mast. Fry Bernard, this is a sign that the king is in town.
Oh my! The flag means the king's in town.
You what?
It's a banquet for the king. That's why they need all the wine. Oh my!
Well, we best get this wood up to the monastery then.
Yeah, let's get out of town.
All right.
You're joking, aren't you? This is like a prime time for me to go and earn some dollar. There's going to be loads of soldiers hanging around in the pub, bored as fuck.
Yeah, well then you hang around and
I'm
we'll
headed
go
for
up
the
to
pub.
monastery.
All right. So you separate the party and head to the pub, right? Is that the thing you're doing? I just want to know before I say yes.
I'll stick with these guys.
You may have picked up on the hint in my voice that said "Don't split the party," but you're welcome to this.
Yeah, I'll
I
stick
don't
with
mind.
these guys. Maybe
I'm
there'll
like
be
John,
other
I make it very
opportunities
clear.
to
I
make
thought
some
you were
money.
forum renowned GM, Lloyd. I thought.
Hey! I can deal with him deal with Oswald going off to the pub. I just want to make sure they know what they're doing first.
No, it's cool. I'll stick with the party.
Thanks. At least for just the scene. Yes, as you head up towards the road to head to, you start to spot them. Guards are starting to fill. Basically, guards are blocking the way. Some kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Blockade.
Roadblocks and
Like roadblocks. That's the one I'm looking for. roadblocks are sitting in front of you, making their way upwards.
That's all right. We're with a priest going to the monastery. What could go wrong?
Yep.
Happy days.
We're doing work for him. We're carrying stuff.
I know, it's
Wood
great.
for the
It
king.
should be fine.
Yeah.
On a mission for God.
You're on a mission from God. You come on up towards the guards. It's the sheriff's guards, and he has quite a few of them lined up, like in a row. And they start to see you guys coming to go, Hogs, what brings you here? I don't know why I'm not English.
I need to get back to my work, and these fine gentlemen are assisting me, and this lady too. We're carrying wood. I need to make wine. I'll say, and try and push through.
He looks at you, looks you up and down, and goes, orders are from the sheriff that no one else gets through.
What about orders from the bishop?
Orders are from the sheriff. You got a problem with the bishop, you go tell the bishop and bring him back.
I can't.
I'll sort of step forward at this point and I'll say, I understand you're just doing a job here, of course, and you have your orders. But tell me, how do you think the sheriff and the king are going to react when they suddenly find out there's no wine available for their feast? And when they ask why there's no wine, someone will say, well, there's this one guard who wouldn't let the person who was making the wine through to the monastery, nor the wood needed to prepare it. That's why you've got no wine, sheriff and king. Just asking how you think they'll respond to that.
I like it. Make a roll. Difficulty is 3 successes.
Okay. And as I'm saying that, I'm going to pull out my warrant, which should be plus 3 dice.
Actually, I'll make it challenging. Difficulty is 4 successes because they have been told not to go for it. So
okay, I'm pulling my warrant out to show that I'm an official person who held rank, so that should be the dice bonus.
Go for it. So you're using a warrant dice bonus,
Yep.
which is an item you have, I take it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you have the Tinker's warrant, don't you?
Yep.
Could I add a D8 for Friar?
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, that's deserved.
Okay, that's not very good at the minute. I've got a 6 on my hood dice, though.
Oh,
Threes.
motherfucker.
So I'm going to pick 3s, which will take me up to 3 successes.
Oh, that's still one short.
And then I'm going to spend one of my, points.
Your pluck points to just
Yep.
roll again. Leaving yourself.
Gives you an extra d6, doesn't it?
Which is a 2, so it doesn't help.
Yeah. They look you up. They look up the warrant and they're like, oh. And they look at the hand like, they sort of go, Guthrie of Kidding. I don't want no beef with you. That's not what they'll say. They'll go, we don't want any trouble. You're absolutely right. But these orders are absolutes. There's a VIP back there who has given us specific orders not to let anyone in under any circumstances. We cannot let you through these doors.
I entirely understand if you would not allow all of us to go there, but might I suggest that given that our friend the friar is a member of the monastery, perhaps one of your guards could accompany him up there and you could verify that he is who he says he is?
Yes.
Maybe see if something can be worked out here, because I've no wish to see the king or the sheriff deprived of the lovely wine, but I've also no wish to see you go. I'm a working man like yourself. I understand you've got a job to do. You've got orders.
Tell you what, if you come back tonight at about just before the banquet starts, that's when they probably want everyone up. I will see what I can do about getting the fry in, and we'll gladly take the wood in for you because you have a warrant. They're not going to say no to that.
That's a very generous offer. My only concern is I don't know if you know much about wine, but I gather it takes a while to prepare. I'm not sure if
He lifts up his
friar
hands
will have
like,
a
out of
time.
my hands, we'll get the wood. That's the best we've got.
Well, thank you very much, and I'll be like giving them the wood while we're like, doing this.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your help, and we'll return this evening. I'll say, looking around at the others.
Yeah.
It's a pub then.
Nutella goes, yes, this evening would be a good idea.
We'll go and rest ourselves in a local tavern, and we'll return in the evening. Thank you for your understanding, sir.
He goes, I'll just do my job. And then you guys head on back. And then you guys, he lets you go and carries on like vetoing people all the way up. Natalia comes up to you and she goes, do you think you can get me in there?
perhaps this evening.
If it's possible, but this evening only let the friar in. I have reason to want to see the king.
That doesn't sound ominous.
Look, it's not as they're peasants. They're peasants. I have to think differently. I have reason to see the king that is of matter of importance, and I feel it's the only way I can get things done. So if you could just do whatever it is you do to get me there, that'd be great.
Well, obviously, you say your matters are some importance, and assuming it is, we'd be quite willing to help. But we can't really try and sneak you into the king's presence. After all, we're all subjects of the king. We can't really just sneak you into his presence on your say-so. I'm afraid we would need to know a little bit more.
Now, this is a good time to play this card. Yeah, let's play this card now. She looks like she's about to speak to you, and as she's about to open her mouth, you hear like a town crier go, "No, wait, town crier? Are there town criers in the world?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Now hear this. Now hear this. Now hear this. Dreaded bandits raiding coffers and areas around the neighborhood. Around the neighborhood? Around the neighborhood. Watch out for her. The dread pirate herself. She's in town and she's ready. She calls herself Catherine. And like someone comes and puts a big stamp like on the wall. And there's a big picture on there. And as they do, she turns around, she gasps. There is a almost perfect drawing of Natalia with the reward of about 3,000 auras, or in your case, about 10 treasure points worth. Wanted dead or alive.
Is there something you'd like to tell us at this point?
She bolts.
I'm very nimble. I'm going to try and catch her arm before she can run.
Go for it.
I am both fit and treacherous, and I was thinking of just grabbing her and turning her in anyway.
You're like, fuck it, she's mine. I'm gonna right now.
10 treasure points.
All right, who wants to go? Who would go first? Who would grab her arm, or would you just grab and put on your shoulder? Who wants to take the?
I wanted to, but
no, go for it.
Okay, I let person tell it first. I let person tell it first. Do it.
You did, yeah. So I think if she's bolted, she's kind of bolted, isn't she?
Yeah, she's gonna try and run for it.
Yeah, I wasn't quick enough. I was thinking about it.
Ooh.
But if I give you my nimble dice,
yeah, I mean, treacherous is kind of what's boosting
go
me,
with
I
it.
suppose, and then fit. So yours is the D8. Oh, okay, nice.
You only have to beat 5 successes. Got
Only
this.
5.
Only 5. She wrote really well. She's an actual NPC. She has stats.
Spend them points.
Spend them points, then.
Spend them points down.
I've got a witty banter D6 dice. What does that do?
It means that you just get an extra D6 to roll whenever you feel like it.
Is that right? I don't have to come up with some really terrible pun.
And you've already got the pun. That's why you got the dice. So you get it for free later.
All right. So, right, I am a scout. I do this kind of shit.
Okay.
So that's my D8. I'm treacherous. That's my D6.
I'm loaning you my nimble.
Yeah, that's another D6. I've got fit as a D6.
D8 for the nimble.
Oh, sorry, yeah. D8 for the nimble. I reckon I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. That was 4, wasn't it?
I can't stunt for him, can I? And harass him with.
You can't stunt for him. That much you can't do.
However, if you could pull a stunt out your arse, Sam, for this situation.
Try.
You can't. But remember, that's your 2 stunt slots gone.
Yeah, I might.
What about something like fast reactions? That would be quite useful all round, at least.
Well, I do have my witty banter thing at the top, which is a 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think I'd rather use than the stunt. So
Just
roll
roll
whip
successes.
my bow out and volley for it instead. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm chasing it down. So
yeah. Well, she might dead or alive.
If you really wanted to crowbar your bow in there, you could say you like shoot a bit of her clothing to like pin her to the wall or something, so she can't run away.
Yeah, but I need the fit part really, which is the run. So scout, nimble. That's 2d8s and then 2d6s. I'm going to give it a go.
Roll it.
Do it. I believe in you.
All right, I got 2 successes so far, and then the 2 other dice are 1 success. It's a 4+, isn't it, Lloyd?
Yeah.
4+.
Yeah.
You got your hood dice.
So
Hood dice.
3 successes so far, and now
Hood
the
dice.
6.
Which
Four
turns
successes.
your whatever your failure was.
So my 3 is now a success. I have 4 successes.
Excellent. You have to beat. You've tied with her.
So
So-
now, does the funky thing, does clash happen?
Clash does not happen in this case. Actually, no, because this isn't a combat, so it's not clash. In this case, you have to beat her, so you'd fail. That's the difference. If it was combat, you clash. I do in conversation, you clash. But as a social thing, you have to actually beat her score before you can get to her. So,
I'm close,
you
though.
attempt to try and catch her. She bolts through her hand and she basically just bolts down the road as fast as she got the hood. She hooks it up and she disappears into a crowd.
Yeah, yeah.
And she tries to get the
but
fuck out of there.
I've got to be keeping a pace. Like,
You're trying to. You've lost her for now, but it's up to what everyone. That's what you're doing at the moment. What's everyone else going to do right now?
Okay,
I am
well,
wearing my stunning tights, so everyone should be able to see where I am.
Your tights are pretty nice.
I'm quite a loyal person, and as I said earlier on, we're all subjects of the king. We all like swore oaths to like follow the king. So as she runs away, she's this bandit. She wanted to see the king, probably to try and kill him. I'm just going to shout, "It's that woman off the posters!" and like point in the direction.
Oh,
Excellent. I absolutely love it. Let's make the roll. No, actually, no, don't make a roll. Because the guards will hear you say this, and they'll look around and they'll be start charging after her as hard as they can.
I'm not
And then
making this
basically
quiet
go
either. I'm pushing people. I'm getting.
But yeah,
away.
she's like desperately trying to get out of there as fast as she can. She's terrified. She's not quite sure what's going on. She's just freaked out and wants to get the fuck out as fast as she can. So yeah, she's bolting and everything's great. So let's see. Do I not let this? Oh,
Am I able to launch the falcon into the sky and chase her with that?
yep, no problem at all. The falcon can chase over her.
Oh yeah, man.
One of the guards comes up to you guys like, "What happened? What's going on?"
We were traveling with a young lady, and then we saw someone. We just thought she was a traveler. We saw someone put that poster up, and it's her off the poster. And as soon as she saw it, she bolted off into the crowd. Well, one of our friends is pursuing her, along with a couple of your men. She said she was trying. She said she was going to try and get to the king.
What?
I know.
This is terrible. Man, after her. Gentlemen, come with me. We need to go see the sheriff. You need to know everything you know.
Of course.
And like, no, he bundles you guys off. So
can I slowly step away from that conversation and disappear into the crowd myself? Because there is no way I'm going to see the sheriff. I've nicked a load of his money.
that's probably a good idea.
You'd be like, "Oh,
Don't
hey,
wanna do that."
sheriff, remember me?"
You're gonna take your cash money, don't worry about it, it's all good. You know the sheriff personally. All of you know the sheriff personally. He's someone that you've all met. He's known as Landgrave Thorm. He is a fairly large, pompously fat old man. He doesn't really bother anyone else for much, and he just sort of does what he needs to do to live. So it's not too much of a problem. Who's going with them? Who's not?
I'll go with him.
I'm not.
I've been dishonored, so in his charge, so I probably won't be.
Excellent. There's 2 people left, guys.
Would the choices go with an audience for the sheriff or follow the woman?
Actually, no. What am I doing? No, they're not gonna make you not go. They're gonna try and take all of you with them, except if you say you want to sneak off to the darkness, which I'll let you do it for free, by the way.
Yeah.
As fuck, I never get your name right. I think you should be allowed to just go off, just fucking just bugger off, no problem whatsoever. I'm not gonna give you difficulty for that. But the rest of you
Yes.
are going to have to fucking come with me. There's no question about it. They're just basically going to take you along with them.
I've
Fair
got
enough.
wine to make.
You got wine to make. You got to get up there. So you come on in, they take you into that town hall. It's a fairly large town hall. The second you walk in, you can see people are moving about, trying to sort things out, trying to clean up areas, trying to make it all fairly well secured and all that jazz. You get on through to what looks like basically the sheriff's office. They have an office? Yeah, they have an office. Fuck it, why not? It's like a normal big ass table, a whole bunch of like weird paperwork that needs to be signed with quills. And the sheriff isn't there at the moment, but the guards actually take a seat.
Yeah, I'll sit down, prop my axe against the table. I've just done it over my shoulder. Sit down.
Yeah, I'll take a seat.
As you're all sitting down,
No, I'll be pacing up and down.
about maybe. So was that fire?
I'm pacing up and down. If I had a watch. Yeah, I'll ever looking at the hourglasses or some dials or whatever they have.
You look at the sky, you look at the sundial, like, what time is it? I can't tell. I haven't even watches yet. Shit.
Like a tick-tock noise going on inside my head.
As all of you sit down, sort of relax, sort of like try and keep yourself. Dan, are you okay? You've not said a word for ages.
I'm okay.
Cool.
People have been role playing. I've thought about things to say, but it's not been really.
No problem. As you guys are sitting down, sort of figuring it out, the door opens up and a man walks in. He's wearing mostly black. He's got a really large coat. He's got really nice looking armor. It's not great armor. It's not nice, pretty armor, but it's fairly robust looking, really secure armor. And he's got a scar running down the side of his face, running all the way down, that it goes right over his lips. You recognize him. As he walks on in and he steps forward and looks at the both of you and he goes, "Good afternoon. Landgrave Thorn is no longer the sheriff of this town. I am. You may call me Lord Anode."
Okay.
All right.
I'll bow.
He bows to you all. He walks on forward and he sort of sits on the table. And sits on the table, doesn't sit on the table itself. He just moves some papers out of the way, like discardedly. And he sort of sits down and he folds his arms and he looks at all of you.
Go on, Lloyd. He like throws them off the table, leans over there.
Okay, don't say what
Fuck this
like,
shit.
fuck papers. I'm clearly a bad guy. And he sits down and he folds his arms on the table and he's like, "I hear you've been working with Lady Catherine."
Well, we've not been working with her, Lord Anode. We believed she was a simple traveller who needed protection whilst travelling through the woods. As soon as we found out of her disloyalty, we of course raised the alarm.
An excellent choice. Your king and your liege will thank you. While you were traveling with her, did she say who she was or where she was going?
She mentioned something about trying to get to see the king, but that's about it.
Lady
Natalia.
Go on.
Natalia, she said her name was Natalia.
That was clearly a false name she gave you. Her name is clearly Catherine. She has been known as a cutthroat and full-on murderer in these parts for quite a few years. It's only coincidental that she just happens to have come under my radar. And her works have left much to, what's the word I'm looking for? Much to, she's just not a very nice person. He says, he shrugs, goes, "Fuck it, I can't really tell the word." He looks, he leans forward and he goes, "There was a local caravan being robbed by her and her people. Have you heard of it?"
I'll shrug.
Earlier today.
No.
What kind of caravan?
It was full of nobility. Her and her merry bandits decided to raid it all and destroy everything within.
I look sideways glance at everyone else, and I think I take the cue there. The shrug.
Yeah.
Would you like to make a die roll for that to see if you can fool his eyes?
Yeah.
Do it. Roll it.
Except I'm honest. Oh.
Why do you think
Right.
I've been spilling my guts for the last like 5 minutes, man?
All right. I'm afraid that's gonna have to kick in for me. I think. Yeah. I did see something in the woods. I tried to help, but was overrun.
He pauses his hand and he rolls his up forward. What did you see?
Well, I'm lucky to have my life. God give me grace. But I saw. What did I see, Lloyd? I saw some attackers. Did it right? So that's what I'm thinking, right? People I shot at. Do they look like these guards?
Yes.
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 Because she was running away from the caravan, right?
Mm-hmm.
She might not be what he thinks what he's telling us she is. I think it's the general.
But you're literally the only person that knows information.
Well, I believe that I tried to shoot some of the running assailants, and your men were found the caravan.
You after you say your man, he pauses and you feel the temperature drop slowly. You say you saw my men?
Well, I only say that because they looked like them, and we met some of your guards earlier in town. So
I think Garrick is like trying to stand somewhere where he can't be seen, and by this guy is like doing the cross the throat thing, just like roll it back.
He takes a deep breath and he goes, "What else did you see?
I don't know. I ran after that, to be honest with you.
And where did you meet the Lady Catherine?"
Well, I helped these fools out, and then she just, I don't know, she was there and unconscious in that.
Yeah, she came running out of the woods near my hut. She seemed a little bit worse for wear, so thinking her a traveller. After all, there's lots of people who think they can travel these woods and are unused to it and get themselves into trouble. I rendered aid as best I could, and then that's when my friend here appeared.
And what else? And did she say anything when you got her?
No, she was very tight-lipped about what she was doing.
Cagey.
She did try claiming that she was a handmaid, but when her clothes put the lie to that, she admitted to being some form of lady. I confess I don't know the details, and then the only thing she said apart from that were, as we have told you, we discovered her identity shortly after she said that she wanted to see the king. Of course, as soon as we found out who she was, we raised the alarm with your gods.
He takes a deep breath and then he gets up from his team and goes, "Thank you. You have been," what's the word I'm looking for?
Helpful.
Not offensive.
Kind.
Helpful. Yes, you have been helpful.
Good subject.
I thank you for your service. Please wait here. I will return with your rewards.
Excuse me, Sheriff Lord, my lord. May I be excused to go about my duties? I have some wine to prepare for the feast.
Did you also see this woman?
Yes.
Then you can wait for your reward.
You're still in the corner, like going, yeah.
I won't be. Don't worry, it won't be long. He says as he steps outside
How many guards are in
and
this
closes
room?
the door behind him. There are no guards in this room.
Right, well, is there a window we can jump out of?
Are you gonna jump out the window?
Yeah, because he's blatantly about to stab us.
You have no idea. I didn't say
Because that's
that.
exactly what I do.
It was the way he was like, "Wait here for
Your reward.
All right, you are on the third floor of the town hall.
Brilliant.
The sun is out. It was morning. It's about afternoon, going on evening slightly, and you're at the third floor up. You open up the window. There is a market stall below you, and you can see quite a few guards running around the area as well.
Can I? You can spend. Is it a pluck point you can spend to add like a little mini plot element?
Yeah.
Okay. At which point can I spend a pluck
Yeah.
point to say there's like one of those carts with hay lot parked underneath the window?
Pillows.
You traveling pillow salesman there.
No, not traveling pillow salesman. Oh my god!
I just went for hay, Lloyd. I was trying to
Hay
save
cart.
you.
Hay cart.
I just went for a cart of hay. I was just trying to save you, man.
Thank you.
Perfect
Right,
trade.
okay.
Perfect trade.
Okay, as you go to the window for some unexplained reason. I don't know why you guys are so terrified of going to the window. Everything's fine. You go to the window, you open it, you can see there's quite a few guards walking around. The market is going far, and there's a man with a pack of hay just bopping along. It'll be under your door in like less than a minute.
I'm tall, but I'm not 3 stories tall.
Perhaps I could lower you down if you're intent on.
Maybe. Is there are no other like window ledges or anything?
You can always climb down, but climbing down is going to be very obvious to the guards who are below. The whole place surrounded by more of his guards.
Brilliant.
Jumping into the bag of hay, if you're good enough, you might not be spotted. What do you guys do? You can hear some commotion happening on the other side of the door.
Brilliant.
Well, I'm very trusting, so I'll wait. Although it's burning inside.
I will take you by the shoulder and go, he's not going to offer you a reward. He's framing that poor girl that you rescued, and he wants our lives along with hers. I would see to it that you would leave this place, Father Friar. In one piece.
You think so?
I know so.
The commotion outside the door is getting slightly louder.
I'm going to step to our side of the door, and I'm basically going to sort of like put my shoulder against it. So I'm quite strong, so I might be able to buy the other guys time to.
There's a table, isn't there? But you put the paper. Not
Oh,
the
I
paper.
didn't even think of the table. I just like threw myself against the door.
There's a thick oak table too, by the sounds of it.
I'll be like, quick,
Right, guys.
slide it over here.
Yeah, I'll help you
You
out.
grab the table, you slide it. As you slide it, you can see a blood splatter directly below your feet. The further you move it, you see feet. And then as it comes all the way up, you see the body of Landgrave Thorm lying down in front of you. Mouth shut open as a dagger stuck to his chest.
Okay, no.
Well, that puts an entirely different colour on things.
It looks like he's only very recently retired.
I think that window option's looking good.
I agree. I mean, I'm a loyal subject as much as the next person, but there's a way of dealing with promotion, and that's not it.
Is this window? Is it like a straight drop down the side, or is there like a roof, a slanted roof that you can slide down? Or
There's a slanted roof you can slide down because that sounds cooler.
cool. So it's not just a straight drop. So we could make it.
The door starts to rattle.
I have a
Okay.
-6 to everything, so I'm very
So-
unlikely to make it.
To spend a pluck,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to make it so that the slanted roof goes down to the, not literally the ground, but do you know what I mean by the ground floor? So it's
Like it
it
goes
goes down to the ground floor. So at the most, it's going to be about 7-8 foot tall
That sounds. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
off the ground.
I like that. So you have
We-
to slide before you get there.
Yeah. But we can safely jump that. It's not. That's at the most. That's an ankle roller. That's not like a breaking bones kind of.
I like it. I'll give you the pluck. I'll take the pluck, and I'm gonna give all of you one pluck as well to set the scene. As you are standing there going, oh, we can slide down to it. You hear a chomp, then another chomp. Then suddenly the door itself is breaking apart. You can make out about maybe 5 guys getting ready to come to the door.
Can I just ask quickly, Lloyd, since you've been in this room for a while, what are the walls of this building made out of?
Wood.
Okay, in which
And
case I'm going to
stone.
shout, quick, everyone get on the table.
Oh,
What's the plan?
My plan is get them all on the table. I'm then going to like smash the table into like the area of the wall with the window, jumping on it myself as it goes out. So we all effectively ride the table down the slanted roof.
That is fucking insane! I love it.
You might
Make
call
the
it
roll.
reckless, Lloyd.
Yes.
I fucking love it. Make the roll. Difficulty is 2. No, wait, 3.
If you want to lend me some dice, guys, now's the time to do it.
Right. I'm fit. Yeah, that's about it. You've got from me there, I think.
Any more for any more?
Just
That's a
unlock.
D6 fit.
Well, I trust you all in this.
I trust you. Here's my trusting dice.
You obviously
fully trust
know
you.
what you're
Really
doing. You were correct in the fact that he's a bad guy, so I trust you implicitly.
What I'm adding, guys.
Good.
D6.
You could,
Got
I don't know
D6
how-
from me.
I mean, I
I've
noticed
got
there was a
all
table in the
these.
room, and I have noticed you could get a D6.
no, I'm not gonna give you notice for that.
I
Okay.
don't know. I'm nimble, so maybe I could try steer the thing or help, like get it through the window. I don't know.
No, I can't give you that either. That makes no sense. He's literally gonna just smash the wall and then start sliding down.
Okay, so I've got 5, 3, 5, 3, 1, 1, 3. I've also
Okay.
rolled a 1 on my special dice, so
Mother.
I'm going to make 3s successes. That'll
No,
put me
you
on.
want a 1,
No.
right?
Yeah.
That
Isn't
makes
one week?
1 success automatically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, I'm getting mixed up. I've still got 2 successes. So I've got as many 1s as 3s.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've got 5 successes altogether.
Excellent.
Nice.
I will give you momentum bonus for that.
Yeah.
For swashbuckling momentum as you smash the wall. As you literally boom, and the table starts to slide down. 5 guys leap up and they basically charge after you. And they all like leap onto the roof and they start sliding down. I don't know why they're sliding like this. I don't know why they do that.
Okay, Lloyd, can I say that since I was like at the back of the table, like pushing
Yeah.
it off and I was going to jump on it,
Mhm.
can I spend that momentum I've got to effectively sort of, as I push the table out, I'm going to sort of turn myself around and like grab hold of either side of the hole because
Mhm.
I'm quite massive, effectively filling the hole, buying them some more time to get away.
I'll give it to you for free because you just go, I bar the wall, but the other guys are they're gonna try and get past you. So let's
Yeah,
make
that's
a roll
fine.
against you.
Okay.
And I would say this is the first combat roll of them trying to get past you.
Mhm.
Now it's a simple roll. I'm just gonna roll 1 dude. Please roll a 4. What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this shit? That's a 2.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna spend a pluck. Fuck you. Never mind. Carry on.
Okay, so I've got 2 successes and I rolled a 4 on my.
That's 3. You stopped them from coming up. You've blocked them. Congratulations. You're holding 5 guys at bay.
Nice.
Not quite sure what we're gonna do next turn. Who goes next?
Okay, I am going to go for. I will go for my grim friend on the table.
All right. Who's staring?
Gravity.
Yes.
Fuck,
Mostly.
gonna go. All right. You've got the slide coming down. The cart is coming forward. The smash was loud enough that the other guards are starting to look around and wonder what the fuck is going on with that.
Okay.
What do you do?
Who is it? Me.
It's you, Luther.
It's you, Luther.
Oh. So, sorry, where are we exactly? We're on the roof at the moment.
You're in the roof.
Just at
You're
this
sliding
second.
down the table.
We're sliding down the table. I need to get a glance of like what if guards have spotted us down below or anything like that.
Some might do. You can see some of them turning around and looking. There was a smash. They're gonna look up and see what's going on, which means they're gonna completely block your escape if they spot you.
Okay. We need to move this table. We need to time it so that we get that straw cart
Yeah.
jobby.
You trying to do that?
So I need to somehow like shift all of our weight towards one side, like a bobsled team or something.
Do it. I'll give it to you. Make the roll. Difficulty 3.
All right, my tallness will totally come in here. The center of gravity, leaning over. I'm fit as well. I'm calling on that a lot though. No, I can't do that. So I'm tall. That's the D8.
Could have had a nimble.
Yeah, go for it. I'm being careful too, because I'm being careful trying to get this in the right
If you
place.
help guys, you don't get a turn. Just so you know. So if you're like, fuck it, we'll just focus on doing this with you. You won't take a turn.
Well, what's the difficulty
Fair
here?
enough.
Difficulty is only 3.
Right, I think I do need something here.
Yeah, D8 from nimble from the friar. They just tell him which side to lean on.
Left. So we'll lean over. All right, cool.
You can have a D8 nimble from me as well if you want.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna roll these then. Oh my god! Right, first 2 did not succeed. second. I only got one success.
Oh,
My
man.
amazing special dice got me one more success. I rolled
That's 2.
Yeah.
So
2.
So here's the bad news. Bad news is you moved the thing along and you're not in line with the carts at all. You are over there and the cart's over there. So if you go off, you're going to crash. And that's going to make a loud noise and it's going to look fucking awkward. That's what's happening so far with you. Anyone who didn't help, actually everyone helped at the moment. So I'm going to jump to the bad guys. Up there, you holding the wall. Because they see you in the way that you're blocking the way. They're going to go, kill him! And they're going to draw weapons against you, Guthia.
Okay. My response is I'm basically going to throw myself backwards out of the hole, so I'll start sliding on my front down the roof. As I do, I'm going to swing my axe upward, hoping to bring down like the bit of the roof above the wall where we are.
Can do it on your turn,
Yeah.
Unless you spend a counter-attack turn for later. But I'll make the roll first, see if you can manage it. And ha-ha-ha! Finally! Oh, never mind. 3.
Okay, so I'm going to spend a point to make it a counter attack.
Oh, you can spend it after you roll. You don't have to spend it before.
All right, okay.
I'm getting the hang of it, guys.
Yeah.
Getting the hang of it. It's taking a while, but I'm getting there. I believe in myself.
I believe in you.
I believe in Nathan.
I believe in you.
So that's only 2 successes at the minute.
But I believe in yourself, boy.
Just 2 successes.
Well, that's not enough. You take a wound.
Okay.
And now you can take the next turn. Because I'm stopping around. I really should use combat actions more. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I will. John, you were the last person.
Mhm.
Give me 1 minute. I'm about to do something crazy because there's a second part of the rules that I haven't used yet. And I want to try and use them too since this is a full-on playthrough. Combat artifacts that only kick in during that combat that you get to do. So, give me 1 second. I've got to re-roll this. John, as you're fighting, you realize that you've got something that will help you, which is, fuck, that's really annoying. Unfortunately, as you're fighting on, the idea of combat is starting to scare you a little bit. For this turn, you may not use pluck.
Okay.
But you got... No?
So what do you do? It's your turn. I mean, that's
All
it.
right,
That's
okay.
it. I'm done.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of throw myself down the roof. And basically, as I spin round, I'm going to see the way the table is going and be like, "Oh shit, they're not going to hit the hay bale, the hay cart." So what I'm going to do is I'm going to effectively slide very quickly down the roof. Because obviously I'm a lot heavier, so I'll slide, and I'm basically going to use my axe to sort of alter my trajectory. So with my feet out in front of me, I'm going to hit the table and try and like correct their course. If you see what I mean.
Okay, that's a bit risky, but I'll give it to you. Difficulty's 3.
Okay.
And don't forget you have step die as well.
Yeah. I'll get rid of those 2.
I believe in you.
I wouldn't do unless I roll a 1, which I don't. I've got a 6.
Nope. Oh well, Robin, 6 is good.
6 means I can pick one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll pick the
So
2
that
ones,
makes
so I've got 3 successes.
There you go. You got it. Nice. Nailed it fucking straight up. Like, no, wait. No, it's not. It's not an
I
enemy.
have to beat
it. No, this is not an enemy. This is not an enemy. This is a status thing, so you don't have to beat it. It's not have to roll against enemies. You have to beat them.
All right, okay.
In which case, yeah, you do it. So you slide on in, you smack into it, and it rights itself. And now it's in line to follow the other states. The other 5 guys are they're now sliding down after you.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know. Who's next?
Bernard.
Okay. I was thinking of abandoning you.
I'm sorry, but
getting
the
it
wine
right.
comes first.
Yeah. You said earlier that there were like market stalls at the bottom of the castle walls.
Yeah.
And do they have like stripy awnings on them as well?
Yes.
that would afford a soft landing for a thin young friar,
Yes.
then that is what I shall do.
Are you gonna abandon these people?
I'll see you around.
I thought you said you were trusting.
Peace out.
He is trusting.
All right, make the roll.
Yes.
But you will only be 2 because you're near the edge.
All right. D8. D8 and a D6. Oh, 2D8. I have nimble and afraid.
Do it. Roll it. I
One
believe in you.
that. I'll just clear this. Ooh. 1 success so far. And a 1, which isn't good enough. So just a 1 success. So yeah, I get my my robe caught on the table leg or something.
If you want that, fine. But you're like, I'll go. Ah! You start bouncing along the table as it's running downwards.
Ow! Oh!
Against the tiles.
My head's bouncing off the table.
Pick who goes next, Friar.
Let's. Shall we? Yeah, I've forgotten the names. Sam.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, aka Luther the Tall.
That's the one.
We're not
The
aiming for the
cart's in
hay
alignment
anymore.
now.
Oh, wait.
What?
We are in alignment.
Yeah, you're in
Oh,
alignment because I slid down and like corrected your course.
Oh,
by
yeah,
bumping the back of the
So
table.
I'm just gonna write it out.
Do it.
I guess. I don't know. Really.
Right. Like basically, you're there. You're gonna write it out. So go for it. Make the roll.
Yeah. Careful.
There's nothing careful about this.
No, there's nothing careful about this. I have fit or tall, and that's I don't know.
Well, you can't use one of those. It won't make any sense. So you can just not roll without it. Fortunately,
I have
difficulty is only
nothing.
2 to get in the cart.
Can I give him a resourceful dice to assist because I've corrected his course?
You can't because you've already rolled this turn.
Okay, no problems.
I have nothing.
Just gonna make a 2, man. Just make a 2. I believe in you.
I have pious, honest, resentful, treacherous, careful. None of these. I'm going to pray to God. I'm going to pray to God that we land all right. That's what I'm going to do.
I believe in you. Make the roll.
So I'm pious.
Fucking pious.
And disciplined. You know what? I'm focusing and
Make the roll.
I'm holding myself in.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Right. 2. No, not gonna happen, mate. 4. And we've got a 6 for the super duper die.
That can turn you 2 into a success.
Which it'll do.
That's 2. You make
2
it. So
successes.
describe how the cart lands. The cart lands in the hot. What's called the cart.
The table.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine I'm holding on to the front of the table with the 2 legs, and we're bowling forward. And just as we dive over the front, the table actually is about to flip over on the end of itself. So thankfully, the straw helps our landing. We're not injured, but the table actually lands and covers us. So now the cart just looks like a cart with the plank on top. Done.
Damn.
Disguised. It's going to work.
Fucking bullshit.
It's going to work for about 30 seconds until I come down the roof and hit it.
Just land your ass on that table.
I'll tell you what. For ease of use and hilarity's sake, I think you should also land on the table right there. Like, oh!
Yeah, that's fine by me.
And as you do,
Land in the middle. Break the table.
yeah, fuck it. Why not break the table? You guys are like crumpled together like this. As you land on the table, Ostrid, what have you been doing this whole time?
Well, I disappeared off into the market square.
Mm-hmm.
Using my keen hearing and keen eyes, looking for the lady, listening to the guards, trying to see what's going on, any of that kind of shit. But then this rather amazing kerfuffle kicked off. And I saw all of the other player characters drop out of a window and onto a cart.
Yeah.
Can we say that I've got myself somewhere up high to listen to what's going on in the market, to see what's going on in the market, because I was looking for her, and I'm now on somewhere reasonably up high where I can like get a view of their scene and shoot a couple of arrows in if I need to?
I could let you do that. I will also offer you a point of pluck if you want to basically kick the cart rider off it and control the cart yourself.
Oh, definitely. So I've seen all that going on. I've run across some rooftops, kicking that cart man straight out.
Jumped on it, grabbed the reins, and gone,
Assassin's Creed shit.
and you guys are bolting through the city. You've got the cart with the hay on top of you guys climbing out.
I imagine I'm just like a pair of legs sticking out the top of the hay.
Like that. You've got you holding onto the reins, riding hard as fast as you can, and you've got the 5 guys tumbling off the roof, sliding down, and I'm desperately looking for horses. I want to do a chase scene, but I think I'm running out of time, guys. I'm really sorry.
It's all right.
Are you saying this is going to be a 2-parter? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Well, it depends. I want 3 in 2 weeks' time.
Fantastic.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Is that
2 weeks' time, we'll do a chase scene. Is that fair?
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Guys, don't cancel on me in 2 weeks' time.
I'll do my best not to.
Thank you.
All right. In that
Double
case,
check what weekend it is, love.
Hold on a minute, let me just double check something before you set that date.
let me pause the broadcast so that it doesn't look like I'm that unprofessional. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my first playthrough of Adventures in Sherwood with my players Guthrie, Bernard, Eric, Luther, and Ostrid. We started off rough, but we got there in the end, and we'll see you later. And broadcast ends in 3, 2,